Everybody, game on.
Game on, episode 9.
Niner. Did I catch a niner in there?
So
9, baby.
9.
Episode 9. Welcome back. And with us today, we got ourselves another guest.
Special.
Another one.
Special plus.
Our
All right, Chris Roberts.
our longtime friend, also member of the band that Trace was talking about, bassist of Crucial
Moves.
The moves that are crucial.
Everything they do is very important.
It's pretty serious. Serious moves. And with us today, Mr. Dan Kerner.
Dan.
What up?
Oh, it didn't work. Dang it.
Oh, the volume's down. There it is.
Is that it? There it is.
There it is.
Welcome, welcome.
It's like the most applause I've ever gotten in my life.
Dude, I'm glad you caught that reference. Because the Chris Roberts from the 9 Club.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Because every time he does it, he goes, extra special guest.
Special.
And it's
special.
And it's
special guest.
And it's the same thing for every skateboarder that's on the show.
Oh, dude, like
the 9 Club. The 9 Club is a podcast, which is awesome with pro skateboarders talking to other pro skateboarders about stuff. So all you skaters out there, we have no affiliation with them, but check it out. It's good shit.
Talking Schmidt is better though.
Talking Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate to say it, but like
I've heard the Nines Club. I never heard Talking
dude, I mean the 9 Club is cool. There's a lot of rad information. There's a lot of cool guys that go on there, but Talking Schmidt is way cooler. Schmitty works for Thrasher and is like one of their dudes.
Is he like the new Phelps?
No, that's Burnett.
Michael?
And Burnett was like running the shit like on the sideline anyways because Phelps is a fucking maniac.
Right.
But like, but no, Schmitty like is just like one of their dudes, and like he's just been a part of the mag for fucking ever.
Right.
I'm also like a weird encyclopedia of skateboard useless knowledge.
Oh,
So
God,
you know how many teeth Andy Roy still has left?
Actually, he has all of them now because they're all implants.
Yeah, I
They're
saw that.
implants.
He looks really weird because they're
You
perfect.
called his bluff, and he got you.
Yes, he did.
Yo, so funny.
I was like, here's a thing he won't know, but he knew it.
Speaking of Andy, did anybody see Andy McDonald at the Olympics?
I didn't watch the Olympics
he-
because
51 years
except
old,
for
and he
soccer.
still competed.
Except for soccer, because I don't think skateboarding should be in.
No,
the
we
Olympics.
we had talked that on last episode. I was like, it just doesn't sound right if you're like, I'm a gold medal skateboarder. That just doesn't make sense. Raised with the toss already, dude. Perfect.
Sunk it.
Hopefully the reverb caught on that one. But that's actually, speaking of skateboarding, that's how I met this guy, Dan, over here.
Oh, really?
If I remember, actually, because you lived like a block away from me, right? On the
So
total opposite side, like backyards, kind of.
like so where your folks' house is on that corner, like if you went down 6 houses on your street and then like cut through the yard, like that was my backyard.
Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
So we used to skateboard together. For some reason, I'll never forget, you had a Think board. It was black and it just said Think with white letters.
Yeah, I stole that motherfucker.
I don't remember. I knew you had all that stuff.
Straight up.
But anyway, years went by and bands happened and people grew beards and all that, and here we are.
Yeah, no shit. No,
Yeah,
here we are.
so.
Yo, but back on that Andy Roy shit though, because I can't let this go.
All right, yeah.
Yo,
Go ahead.
So this is like several years ago. I was with a girl, both of you know,
Mhm.
and like I'm sitting there eating some gummy savers, and like this is like after making her watch like every fucking Andy Roy thing ever, because he's one of my all-time favorite skateboarders.
Yeah.
Like aesthetic wise, just the fact he's a absolute goddamn maniac, like the punk rock thing, like using Gigi fucking Allen for your like
for your skate vid.
for your part in Destination Unknown.
What song did he use?
Because
Because Gigi Allen's Bite It is in fucking Chomp on This.
yeah,
it is, yeah.
fuck, like I'll literally like just like Rain Man like out of nowhere.
Yeah, whatever.
It's us.
Well,
Like,
well, when you think of that, but anyway, keep going. Yeah.
So I'm eating gummy savers, and like PSA kids, when doctors tell you that drugs and booze fuck your teeth up, it ain't like in the midst of that shit.
listen,
Listen
It's
to the man.
Listen.
years later. You get clean, you get sober, and then all of a sudden your shit just starts falling out. I'm eating fucking gummy savers. I'm like, that's weird. That's not a gummy saver. And literally on this woman's kitchen counter, I went, "Puh," and I went, oh, that's a fucking tooth.
I was
like,
extra dose of calcium powder. on
yeah,
that
like
one.
it's just like a straight up half a tooth. And I'm like, oops. And she's just looking at me and she just shakes her head. And I'm like, Like I'm in an Andy Roy shirt. Like I just made her watch like his like cooking special on how to make prison sweet and sour. Like,
yeah, right. From what I don't know a whole lot about that
you're
dude.
living.
I don't know a whole lot about
Roy.
that dude, but what I do know is I watched him mostly from King of the Road, Thrasher's King of the Road series, which is fucking awesome. And it's, to me, I mean, I don't know him personally or anything like that, but to me it seems like he's one of those dudes like how Daewon Song seems, where he just loves skateboarding and everything about it.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you want to know something super crazy?
And he just wants to have fun. Like it doesn't. It's all cool for everybody.
Let me go into my Dropbox.
Digging through the archives.
Yeah. Because so my boy Pribs, when it was my first divorce.
Dan Kerner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, they call me dirty. Like, what do you want? Right? Like, I'm dirtbag Dan. It is what it is.
That's what's in my phone actually. It's
I own my
Dan.
shit.
Dirtbag Dan is exactly what it says.
I own my shit.
Oh yeah, and whenever I reference you to like anybody,
All
like,
right,
dirty. I'm like,
So
yep.
I'm going in. I gotta find it, but in a Dropbox with my homie. It's called Mohair because when I was a kid, like with Streets of Fire, James Baker called me Mohair because I had a fucking big pink mohawk.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
So
days.
my nickname in Oshkosh was Mohair, and like a lot of those homies still call me Mohair. So like,
okay.
It's either dirty or Mohair, and like it's just like natural for me to answer to either.
Yeah.
But I've got a fucking cameo from my boy with Andy Roy.
Oh, dude.
For when I got for my first divorce, dude, and this was like I don't remember it because I was shit wrinkled, but like
shit wrinkled.
So later when we're done, I'll play this.
I was gonna say when we were done, but you should. But for when I edit this, you can send it. And
I'll send it to you
because
absolutely. Yeah.
We'll play it on
hilarious.
My man Dan, aka Mohair. This is Andy Roy. I just want to say what's up. Hey, I heard you went through a little divorce. Hey, and I heard you got an awesome daughter, and I know she's very important to you. You love skating, and you are a rad dad, dude. Hey, I just want to encourage you to keep doing slappies at St. Vinny's, all right? I want you to get it, all right? Don't ever forget, skateboarding rules. Let all your aggression out on that fucking curb. All right, man? St. Vinny's. Do some fucking slappies. Don't ever forget. Don't ever lose skating. That is your outlet to everything. You are a rad dad. You got an awesome daughter, Zoe. I hope I said that right. Dude, so I just wanted to give you big ups, homie. Big love. So I want you to get it. Cheat. All right? Andy Roy. Bow, bow, bow. Fucking get some. Get it. All right, homie. Have a good one. I hope I can do some slappies with you soon. All right? If I run into you, we're going to go to a slappy curb. If I run into you, I'm going to take you to my slappy curb, and we will do slappies together. We will do double slappies. All right? Have a good one, homie. Big love. Andy Roy. Get it.
So he got me a cameo of that. I saw it the next day when I was like a human being kind of again. But like it was fucking hilarious. Because this is like getting his teeth done Andy Roy.
Mm.
And he's like still shooting smack at this point, and is
like
really on like not doing good.
Yeah.
But it's fucking
really not doing
not
good.
Really not doing good. That's a technical term for you folks out there. But like it is fucking hilarious. And then like a year or two later, for my birthday, I think it was, he got me a Jason Jesse cameo too.
Nice.
And if you like, obviously Jason Jesse said a lot of really fucked up shit, and he's not a great dude. Like,
it's not kind of.
You know, there's no like mincing words about it. Like the dude has done and said some really shitty fucking things. But I got this cameo, and I'm like watching it, and like he starts talking about like, happy birthday, but oh dude, and then he like walks over to his bookshelf and goes off on this like absolute unhinged tangent about what the fuck ever, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be like."
Was this
talking
during
to
the
you.
cameo that
Yeah,
he was sending
Yes.
you?
Didn't
Yes.
realize he was supposed to be doing something.
Yeah, dude. So it
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
happy birthday though.
like just absolutely out of fucking control, and I'm like, cool. So now like, if I get the big sad, I'm just like,
The big sad.
I'm like, oh, all I gotta do is like listen to Andy Roy say some absurd shit,
No, yeah.
like, or Jason Jesse, fucking like not
Loses
even
marbles.
Yeah, just like completely out there, cause like,
All the best ones are, man.
dude, it's wild.
And all I have to do is take a sip of this delicious convicted melon.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. We are in no way endorsed by them, but that's okay.
But they are delicious, and we call it like we see it.
But thank
Or
you, Liquid
taste it.
Death, for sending me a fucking pallet of your delicious waters for my event I put on a couple years ago.
oh yeah, I remember that. I
yeah.
forgot about that. I
yeah,
heard about
dude.
that.
Like, so I got a hold of Jen Pop from the Bomb Pops because she was like their person at the time, and I was like, hey, I'm putting on this event. Like, we're raising money for a nonprofit. Like, I'm celebrating being fucking sober. Like, you know, is there any way like we could get like a small donation? And she's like, and I just slid into the DMs. And I didn't think it was going to go anywhere at all. And she's like, here's my email address. Send me send me a formal email. Give me all the information, whatever. I get this fucking email back from her. And like, do you need a forklift? Does it need to be a drop lift trailer? Like, what
like,
do you
where is it going to be delivered?
Yeah,
to?
where's it
Right.
going to be delivered? And I was working at Factotum Fab Shop at the time, aka Fat Scrotum.
There has to be at least one place called Fat Scrotum out
Oh,
there.
there's got to
Probably.
be.
We'll
There's
find
got to
it.
be. Oh, he's
gonna
fact checking.
I'm gonna add it to my search history.
Something Wong.
But like, I send her all this info. I tell her, hey, there's probably going to be between like 100, 200 people. Like, it's been growing each year.
Yeah.
So I don't really know like how many people are going to be there.
Yeah.
And I fucking hear nothing back. And I'm like, all right, word.
Well,
Cool. Like, I tried. Like, no
Yeah.
harm, no foul. Like, I'll pay for the water and soda out of pocket like I've done the last few years. Whatever, no big deal. I show up to work, and there are boxes, like cases, like on this pallet, just like this huge. I'm like, and I'm thinking it's parts for this project we're working on.
yeah.
And they're like, my boss at the time is like, hey, dude, all this is your shit. Where do you want to put it? And I'm like, what do you mean it's my shit? And it was addressed to me because I was like, oh, send it to the shop. I'm like, what am I going to do? I live in an apartment. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Like,
where are you going to put a pallet?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like,
in
or
the
even
hallway,
like a few
duh.
cases of anything. I don't have fucking room for this.
Right.
And like, I cut it open and I'm like, holy shit, it's Liquid Death. I'm like, and then I start cutting open like all these boxes and I'm
Like,
like,
oh, it's more Liquid Death.
I'm like, holy fuck, this is literally like an entire pallet of Liquid Death.
that's
and I'm
fucking
like,
rad, dude.
and I'm like, immediately, I'm like, holy shit, thank you so much. And then I get an email,
Hell
oh yeah,
yeah.
you're welcome. Like, totally cool. Like, hopefully it goes well. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's fucking rad.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's cool. That
hell yeah.
company's actually down for mine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
oh, and that's like, so I'm like very big on drinking Liquid Death just because they are actually like a cool fucking company
Hell yeah.
without like trying to gargle their nuts too much. Fat balls.
I couldn't find Fat Scrotums, but I did find a bird food
Fat balls, high energy, 150 pack.
called 150 pack of Fat Balls, no nets,
Sounds like me.
no nets. Oh, that's the shit, man. I like their
Fuck.
and I've talked about it with Trace so many times.
Fat
It's-
balls?
Fat Balls. Their marketing is super genius. It's literally water, but
Yeah.
they just put like some flavors on it. But just their marketing is probably some of the best I've ever seen from anybody.
Oh,
ever.
when they did the flavor that was supposed to like mimic
And Arnold Palmer,
Arnold
and then
Palmer,
they did
and then
Armless Palmer.
Armless Palmer.
Armless Palmer,
And
and
then
they got
his
like a
estate.
cease and desist for it, and then I think
Was
they
it-
just
was-
they renamed it like Dead Millionaire.
Is that what it was?
Yes,
'Cause-
they
so
literally-
Yeah,
but
'cause they got a cease
Convicted
and
Melon
desist.
is still out, and then there's another one that's
Mango Chainsaw. like-
yeah. There was like another one that was like a peach something. But anyway,
No, the peach one's pretty good.
But yeah, so that's actually that really happened. Like
Yes.
the Arizona
Yeah,
company
they called
was
it
like,
Armless Palmer.
I had those.
No,
And
it wasn't
then-
Arizona, dude. It was actually
It was
Like Arnold Palmer's, like-
Palmer's estate was like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they're like, you're not doing that.
Armless.
It's too close, and not to mention the flavor
because
was
the Arizona
close.
people are like super fucking cool people too.
I just wonder what the legality is, out of curiosity, because like like there's a fine line between like what's intellectual property and what you can parody to a degree.
I think like
I'm pretty sure it was probably because they used his last name, and it was just enough. And I'm pretty sure Liquid Death didn't want a fucking issue, so they're like, all right, we'll change it.
Yeah,
And
right.
They just
Yeah.
changed it to
But
like
yeah,
Dead
no.
Million-
and they
Dead
made it
Millionaire.
even better. And they're like, dead millionaire. Like,
Yep.
just go suck.
Oh,
a
I
dick.
laughed so
Like,
fucking hard. It's like, all right, we won't take the legal battle, but we're gonna do this like other like.
We're not taking the high road
No,
whatsoever.
right,
no.
right.
We're
No,
gonna do
that's
this like
awesome.
sneak diss here in a second, and then just rename it.
But they're a cool company, man. Like
yeah,
they donate to a lot of cool stuff and like whatever. Like I said, I'm not trying to stroke it too hard, but like, and it's good water.
it is really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's not that
It's super good.
piss Dasani.
Piz.
It makes me sad.
Fuck
that
you,
the
Dasani.
can
I'm
isn't
saying it
bigger.
right now.
Dasani sucks.
If
Most bottled water sucks.
It
you,
does.
if you like Dasani, you're a dog shit human being. I'm telling you.
Fuck.
I'm saying it right here.
You like Dasani?
Mm-mm.
Fuck you.
Straight up.
The most like
Just I don't give a fuck.
inconsequential fucking bullshit ever. Like Dasani drinkers, suck it.
Both fingers.
I just think that water is like salty, which is exactly
I just
the point.
it tastes too much like the bottle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Ray's
what I'm
just in
talking
there.
You just-
sometimes you gotta tongue fuck a Dasani bottle, but
We've been there.
Rob, you were there. But yeah, I don't know. It almost tastes like the bottle's like eroding like in the fucking like into the water.
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like
just
all the
tastes like
fucking
shit.
BPAs and all the other nasty shit.
Yeah.
Like the water they're stealing from India, so like the people of India don't have clean drinking water.
Yeah.
That's like a thing. That was kind of why I
Oh,
stopped
yeah.
drinking Coke too. And not to get like
Coca-Cola Coke.
fucking self-righteous. Yeah, dude, that
Oh,
was like
okay.
a fucking huge issue for a while. Well,
I
a
was
lot
just
of-
mad that
yeah,
they stopped
like,
putting Coke in it, but
Yeah, they're like, they got to get the water from somewhere,
Right.
And they were like, that was like a thing for a bit.
What? Because it was like cheaper to
Yeah, it's
Just steal it from
manufacture
another
and ship
country
it
or
over.
basically-
yeah, and then like
Damn.
just like drain like drinkable fucking water from like poor people.
Yeah. That's,
great.
And,
So
like,
steal
leaving
water from poor people and make it taste like Flint, Michigan water.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
That was fine. Nothing.
Solid
bad
It's
happened.
going to
trade.
be cancer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Solid
like-
trade.
Even though I'm like the hot dog I'm like, hell yeah, hot dogs. You know, hot dog cancer's a thing.
God damn it, Dan, shut up.
No, it's like it's a fucking real thing, dude.
Don't ruin my Costco's. My
No,
Costco
dude.
trip.
I like
Those are all beef dogs.
there. I'll tell you guys some
They're
shit
still
off
$1.50.
camera, but like, you'll die of laughter when you hear this thing. Like,
Hot dog cancer?
it definitely deals with hot dogs, and like anybody that's like in our inner circle,
That's
like already like
that can go in so many routes.
I know, but they know like about it. But it's like it's a serious thing,
Okay.
and it's like something. It's just something I'm working on,
Oh, yeah.
and like, like I'm not gonna be Kobayashi, just like. Rah, 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 rah.
Oh,
Oh,
speaking
yes,
of which,
yes.
holy shit, I'm
I was
so
gonna
fucking
say I'd bring
pumped.
that up.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck, I'm so excited.
There's
Okay,
yeah.
so we discussed this like podcasts ago, right? It was I think it was like before 4th of July. The big you know who Joey Chestnut is?
Yeah,
Joey the Jaws Chestnut.
yeah.
Okay, so it was a big deal that he did not compete in Nathan's hot dog eating contest this year. Did you know that?
I saw like millings. I saw the
Yeah.
memes.
So
you know?
so
Yeah.
basically the backstory is he took a contract for a rival company, and Nathan's, who puts on the hot dog eating contest every 4th of July, basically said, because you're signing a contract for what we consider a rival company, you're not going to compete this year. So Joey Chestnut, for the first time in like 16, 17 years, and obviously beating everybody all the time.
It tastes like ramen.
Anyway, he couldn't compete. So it was like this big fucking deal. So he didn't compete this year. So Luke sent this to me the other day. I'm so excited because I love competitive eating. It's the best thing ever.
Look how fucking serious Luke
Dude,
looks right now. He's
I'm
like,
so hyped
I'm
about
getting
this.
because this is awesome.
the people know. They're
people
putting it
gotta
on
know.
fucking Netflix.
a Netflix live event.
Live event.
Chestnut versus Kobayashi, unfinished beef.
It's called Unfinished Beef.
Monday, September
It's
2nd.
it's the fucking best title you could have ever come up with for that. But dude, Joey Chestnut versus Kobayashi.
It also
Oh,
says
fuck, I'm
it
so
says
excited.
only the wiener takes all.
No.
Yeah, which is even better. Yes, it does say
I
that.
did not know that.
Yes.
Holy fuck, dude.
Dude, that's amazing.
I'm gonna watch it just for that stupid fucking shit. Like, I love that.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, Monday, September 2nd, 3 p.m. Eastern, so that would be 2 p.m. or yes, 2 p.m. here.
Oh, I'm all in, man. Because like,
All right,
because
so what,
actually
all
the
right,
same
what
thing.
actual day is that? 'Cause
The
now I
same
gotta look.
thing, actually, the similar thing happened to
That's
Kobayashi, which is why
next
Kobayashi doesn't compete
Yo,
Tuesday.
either.
motherfuckers, that's Labor Day. Are we watching that?
Labor Day Monday. Oh yeah, it is. It's
Wait,
Labor
what
Day?
day?
It's Labor Day next
It's-
Monday.
It's literally
Next
next Monday,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go.
All right, then like fucking like I'm gonna put it into my phone right now that we're like watching this. Bullshit.
Okay, well, let's meet up and do it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because like we have to now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
Unfinished beef.
Unfinished beef.
Some geniuses
Wiener
over.
takes all.
Wiener takes all.
Fucking beautiful.
Cock gobbling.
At- Monday, cock gobbling.
I can't wait till that alarm goes off.
I
on your
look,
phone.
yeah.
look. I swear
Oh,
to
yeah,
God,
okay.
like, and
Oh, that's what I was gonna do
everybody
today.
else knows this. That, like all of our other friends, like, if I die with you in my presence, burn this motherfucker. Like, you don't need any of the fucking like. Just pull the pictures of my kids off Instagram, off Facebook. Like, you
Yep.
don't need
Don't look
nothing
at
out
it.
of this
It's like-
goddamn phone.
Don't
It's
look
like
in
it's like that meme where it's like it's the dude's like toe tag and it just said delete my browser history.
Mm.
It's got none of his info.
Nobody wants to, like, and most of the time it's like the curious mind thing. Like, where
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, is that like really a thing? Like, there's no way.
Oh, my
Is it-
my Google history is probably super fucked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
but I don't care though, because I'll be dead. So
yeah, I don't give a
whatever.
shit.
but like my kids might care, and that's really like, well, one kid might. Bubs, that kid doesn't give a shit.
Right.
She'd actually be like,
Bub-
well, that's my dad.
Bubs
That
will be
totally
like,
makes sense.
"Yep,
He's
that
a
makes
fucking
sense, yeah."
weirdo. Like,
She won't be surprised at all.
no,
No.
not at all, not at all. But
My son's too
But
innocent
you
right
like,
now.
but
So.
like with meme culture and shit, like you see this stuff and you're like, there's no way that's a real fucking thing.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, nope. And then like if you say anything like remotely like contrarian to whatever it is, like, wow, you're kink shaming. No, I'm not, motherfucker. It is weird.
It is.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's fucking weird.
There are
Right.
things that
People
are just
can like what they
weird.
want to like, but if I think it's weird, I'm gonna think it's fucking
yeah,
weird.
dude. Like I'm.
I'm not.
right
I'm not
now,
shaming you for it.
But
I just
speaking
personally
of
think it's
that,
fucking weird.
Right now, someone's getting a fucking hot log on their chest
Yes.
somewhere in the world, and they are living their best goddamn life.
Yeah,
They're happy
and that's
about it.
cool. That's-
Like,
That's
meanwhile,
cool.
I'm like, nah,
He's
dude.
laughing. He's having a good time.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
good
fucking
for
whatever.
you,
Do
fucking
you, man?
homeboy. Like,
Whatever makes you happy, fucking do it. As long as you're not fucking with anybody else's.
Yeah,
life.
like you're not hurting kids, animals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
want to
right.
take a fucking
You know, other people. Like whatever. Like do your
take a
dirt.
Cleveland steamer to the chest? I mean,
This,
that's all
hot
you,
Carl.
bro.
Carl.
The angry pirate. All right, we
Oh,
can't
no.
start this because
We
it'll
could
be
go.
like a
It'll-
fucking
no.
hour and a half
Okay,
of us
if-
like trying to top. the
For
other guy.
anybody who doesn't know, Dan is the king of just the most insane sayings and similarities and just what did you say when you had to take a piss before?
Oh, I had to hang a hose.
Hang a hose.
Hang a hose, and then he also said crazy's a shithouse rat,
Yep.
When
And
he was
Crazy
in
as a
his-
shit house rat. Like,
which I've heard that one before.
these things get put in movies, and Dan just says them in real life. So
oh yeah, like there are so many things that like I've heard. Like I
you were the first
heard out
person
in
that
the
ever
wild.
said cranking my hog.
Yes.
And I didn't know what that meant. And I was like, what did you say? And that was like 10 plus years ago.
Oh, dude, there's shit that I've said like 2 decades ago that like I hear in the wild now, and I'm like, hell yeah, that fucking
Like,
that
was
caught
me.
on.
hell
was
yeah.
me.
Like I heard some shit. I don't even remember what the fuck what it was, but like when I was in Los Angeles when I was in Fast Plants and we were playing out
Oh, yeah.
there,
Yeah.
like I heard something at Alex's bar, and I was like. Yo, I said that like 20 years ago. That's fucking awesome. And
Suddenly it's become,
in
like,
tiny
a
little
fad.
Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm like, that shit made it to LA, dude.
Dude,
like,
I used
I'm a
to
fucking
think-
superstar.
I used to think you just had a thesaurus of like insane shit to say in a normal sentence because like you were just, and you do it now. I mean, we just talked for like an hour out in the fucking lobby like before we even started doing this, and it was like every sentence was like, oh, there's I'm gonna start calling them Danisms.
Yeah, what? Yeah. yeah.
Like instead of like Rickyisms
Yeah.
from Trailer Park Boys.
Right. It is something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
just-
dude,
That
it's
is-
like
it's the best. It's one of my favorite things ever.
okay, but like here's the best part about a lot of them is like some of the crazy shit I say is from like real life experiences I've had,
Yeah.
and like
That makes them even more impressive.
it's and sometimes it's like I'm like those who know me know I don't have one single shred of shame in my body.
also
like,
no
at all.
filter. either.
0.
I don't care. Whatever. I'm living life like whatever. But like, you know, like a rip start. Like
Oh yeah.
and like people are like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, you ever have one of your homeboys try to start you like a lawnmower while you're having a foursome? Like,
Rip start.
yeah, dude, it's like trying to rip start a lawnmower, dude, except for it's your dick in your homeboy's hand.
Nothing gay about it unless you think it is.
Yeah. You know, like,
No big deal.
ah.
I literally looked up Rickyisms, and there's an entire wiki page on it.
Oh, of course.
Oh, we could start one for the stupid and outlandish bullshit I say. Like, it's. But I like to paint pictures with fucked up words and sayings.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
Oh, like when he called badminton bagmitten.
Bagminton.
Bagman.
Supply and command.
Oh, instead of B salve, he put B suave.
Be suave.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons.
I ain't no rocket appliance.
Rocket appliance.
Smartphones, he calls brain phones.
Brain phones.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Beauty is in the eye when you hold her.
Beauty's in the eye when you hold her.
Like
yeah.
bagpiping.
Yeah,
You know what
Bagpiping.
bagpiping is?
I don't know what bagpiping is.
Luke,
I
would
really
you like
don't.
to find out what
I
bagpiping
do.
is?
I would.
All right. We're going to get a little graphic here.
Children,
folks of the
earplugs.
world. So, if you don't want your kids to hear what this is, maybe put your headphones in.
You've been warned.
So, bagpiping is when you're getting blown and she's playing with your bag, but then she sticks her finger in your asshole and gives her a little tickle.
Oh, okay,
Just
sure.
like, you know, to like,
The
All hands on deck.
Yeah.
Accordion.
Yeah, that's bagpiping.
sure.
That is attention to details. What
that's
that is.
bagpiping, homie.
Okay.
If
sure.
God didn't want it touched, you wouldn't have put it in your butt, dude.
Didn't they? Doesn't Squarely Dan talk about that on fucking?
Letterkenny.
Yeah,
dude.
Letterkenny. I think he brings it up.
The
Yeah.
cruelest joke that got Jod. I almost said Jod.
Jod.
The cruelest joke that God ever played was sticking your the man's G spot in your ass,
Yes. Yes.
and then. That's all I got. Anyway,
I seriously,
Moving on.
like, on the drive over here, I was like, all right, I'm going to be serious. There's, like, some serious shit we should talk about. Like,
yeah, we'll get to it.
because,
after the
like,
laughs.
because we've all been, I've been friends with Luke literally since childhood. I've been friends with fucking Ray for 20 plus years.
Oh, for
Long
sure.
time.
Like-
For sure, man.
You know, these guys have seen every angle of me, and sometimes
Oh yeah, we were in a
they're
band
literally
together.
in person, and it's not great.
And we haven't even talked about the show that what happened last weekend either, or anything, or
yeah.
your upcoming shows, or you breaking a stage from what I hear in the
Oh,
alley.
dude.
What?
Yeah. All right.
Wait, when you played the Oshkosh show?
yeah.
Oh,
So,
I was wondering why there wasn't a lot of pictures.
all right. So there's a
Just falls
picture.
through.
Too much
So,
evidence.
If you're not looking at like smaller details of this picture, like
Yeah.
you're not gonna see it. But I'll show you in a minute.
Oh boy.
Like this. So Jambalaya has the Art in the Alley every year, and this was the 23rd annual event.
Damn, it's been going on that long.
Yeah, dude. There's
Wow.
picture like I've got pictures of me, like teenage me, like at this in like a fucking Misfit shirt that I think Lindsay might have thrown out because it was just like falling apart and
Wow.
gross. Which whatever, like
Yeah.
she
probably
bought me
there's
new
probably,
shirts.
nothing
Like what am I
left of
gonna
it.
do? Like complain too much?
Right.
I'm fucking complaining. So mad. But like, so I've been going to this forever. So we got asked to play it, and we're like, hell yeah, we're in. Like,
That was
let's
such
do
a
it.
fucking sick setup from the fucking.
So they
picture I
have
saw.
a stage out, like you walk out their back door into the alleyway in Oshkosh,
Yeah.
and there's a little stage there. Like we all know that weather and like with building skateboard ramps, like eventually, like
Oh yeah.
a mini ramp in your backyard in Wisconsin needs to be like it needs some loving.
Extra loving.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And when like you're a 209-pound dude, like that's been like very seriously lifting again, like, and I hit legs. Like everybody bitches about leg day. I love leg day.
I hated it.
It's one of my favorite things in the world. Like, I love it. So, like, and I just, like, get up there, like, first stomp in, it went, chalk! And it went,
No.
chalk. And I, like, and I felt it go, and, like, immediately, I'm like, I'm about to break my ankle. Like, this is not going to be good.
No question
But
about
thank God they had put rugs down, so there was, like, you know,
At least, like,
grandma's
something over the
rug
top.
on
Right.
top of this thing.
So
But,
sorry.
like, so, like, every time I stepped into it, like, I was literally stepping into a spot that I broke, and I'm like, so I'm going to apologize. I am definitely the one that broke that, so I'll own up to my shit. I'll help you guys fix it. But, yeah.
You should have, like, super bad at it. Like, did you do that? You'd be like, no. Someone should really fix that. And then just walk away.
Yeah, actually, guys, that's a liability.
Just hit him with the age-old excuse. It was like that when I got here.
Yeah, like, but there was like already a spot that Yuri had warned us about that was like just kind of soft. He's like, hey, just so you know, like, be careful when you step here. Like, it's a soft spot. And then I like stepped in. I'm like, oh, that is a soft spot. Like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be mindful of this because I'm fucking feral.
Lasted all of
So then I'm in
Less
like
than a
my zone that
Dan-
I get.
the Dan zone.
Yep, and I'm like, all right, I got to be mindful of like not accidentally hurting someone.
Right.
And like, you know, because there's kids there and like grown-ups, whatever. If you get in my way, you get in my way.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Oh
It
yeah,
is what it is.
kids are different.
Also, and you know when you're
Situation.
coming to see us, like it is what it is. But I'm trying to be respectful of my surroundings and like of the other people and like
Right.
the people in my band because I've almost El Kabong Trace a couple dozen times, even though he deserves it.
You heard it, Trace.
I had him so keyed up the other night when we were at the show. I was like, I'm gonna talk so much shit, dude. I'm gonna throw so much shade.
Just
Like,
because.
I'm clapping back, motherfucker. And he's like, dude, I didn't even say anything. I'm like, I know, dude. I'm just fucking with you.
I can hear him doing that.
And he was just like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, so like, I'm like getting into it, and like first, like good, like right foot stomp, whack, and I'm like, motherfucker.
And then you took it back now, y'all.
Yep,
Okay.
I took it back, y'all.
Right foot now stomp.
Now cha-cha. Real smooth.
These fucking
Well, there
It
numbers.
was it was interesting to the show that just went down, the one I've been talking about the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it was it was a good time. It was cool. Definitely the audience definitely I don't think understood hardcore or punk or really anything that was
Right.
going on. My favorite part about it is there was no lights on the stage whatsoever,
None.
which was we
You're being very
we knew.
generous.
Yes.
You're being very generous calling
yes.
it a stage.
Yeah, it was a 8x30 flatbed trailer, but it's what we used. You know,
Yeah, it
there was
worked.
no cars
But
on
you
it.
know
at
what the
time.
dude that it was his trailer, he came up to us while we were
Yeah.
setting up and like very graciously was like, hey guys, just so you know, right here is a slick spot from oil. If you step on that, you're gonna eat shit.
Yeah.
So
oh,
I think
really?
he
You
told
didn't?
Jazz.
Yeah,
Because
and that's-
like Jazz turned around and went, oh.
yeah,
oh,
and I'm like,
oh.
oh shit,
Yeah,
right
don't-
on. Like
yeah, don't
that's
do that.
totally
Yeah.
nowhere near where.
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
where.
go.
No, yeah, I saw him come in, and then he laid a rug down. I remember
Yeah.
seeing that. Yeah.
But he's
Oh,
like, yeah, I
okay.
just don't want to have to like take out extra insurance on this trailer. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, no, totally cool. Like, thank you for saying something.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Super appreciated. But it was pitch fucking black by the end of our set.
I was
It
going
was.
to say, so, yeah. I mean, if you biffed it, well, at least he was nice enough to turn on the horseshoe lights.
He did turn on the horseshoe lights afterwards, which we
It's
couldn't.
not a
really see
clever
much.
term for lights. That just means it's the lights over the horseshoe court. Court?
Court. I don't
Lanes?
know. What? Wow, that's
It's
a
pit,
good
horseshoe pit.
pits.
Pit.
The horseshoe pits.
Oh, that took me a second.
Pits.
Horseshoe
The
pits.
cornhole sacks.
Co-
I don't know what they were, but thank you, Chris. Happy birthday again, dude.
Yeah,
Thanks
dude,
for having
happy
us out.
birthday.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
it was cool to fucking see you again. Chris is one of the nicest people ever.
Oh,
like, he's just a
absolutely.
genuinely nice dude and was like super gracious and like very like, hey, is there anything I can do to help you?
Right,
Like,
right.
What do you need?
Oh, yeah. He
Like,
was.
What can I do? And it's like, dude, it's your birthday. Like, fucking.
Yeah,
party,
he
man.
was.
Like, hang out.
He kept running up to me and he kept asking me. He's like, oh, well, you know, like, Trace and everybody's gonna be performing, so like I'm gonna look at you for sound. And I was like, okay. And he kept like almost the whole time you guys were playing. He's like, good. I'm like, no, you're great, man. It sounds fine.
We were, yeah.
And he was just very concerned that like everybody should be playing right. And I was like,
Yeah. You
Man,
just want
it's your
everybody to have a
birthday.
good
Go
time,
relax,
and he
man.
should have just been having a good time.
I was expecting him to just be smashed when I got
I
there.
wi-
but-
I wish I had some video clips and photos to put up. I mean, maybe I will, but it from what I understood when we played, it looked like we looked like silhouettes up there. You couldn't see anything at all.
I like when you guys came out, like I was like, oh, cool. Like Ryan's so white that like, like he was like a glowworm a little bit, but like
against the light sets that we had going.
yeah,
on, right?
but like. Otherwise, you couldn't really see you guys, and then eventually, the horseshoe lights came on or whatever, and then it's like, all right, cool, now we can kind of see you guys, but like, it's super fun to me to like play fucked up things.
Yeah, no,
'Cause, like,
I agree. I mean, I could talk for hours about the shits that we encountered, and that's what most of the fun of it is it's like,
oh yeah.
And again, Chris, like, thank you for everybody coming out there watching and supporting. Like, just because you were up near the front of the stage, we know, it doesn't mean that you didn't care. We appreciate all you guys, and like, it's not even necessarily like the show itself; it's the experience of everything, and just having that good memory in the story.
With your friends, dude.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
be
That's the best.
37 in X amount, like in less than a week. And I'm like, hell yeah! I still get to fuck off with my friends.
Yeah,
playing the music that I have listened to since I was a kid. Wasn't a phase, Mom.
Did you guys eat? Did you guys eat any of the food there? Because there was that.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so that
I hear it was awesome. I didn't eat
dude,
it.
I
ate
had-
on the way there.
I hear it was great.
I broke my like weird rigid diet that I'm trying to be on right now. Because again, like that came like that's so my diet thing and like getting back into lifting and all that stemmed from skateboarding.
Oh yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious because I was trying to do a layback board slide on an 8-foot quarter pipe and my fat roll got pinched in my belt.
Oh my god!
And
I was thinking the coping, but no.
No.
I know
Like
what you're
literally,
saying.
it got pinched in my belt because I throw them out like super far, and I'm like, and it got pinched like enough that it was like someone went with a vice grips, and I went,
shit.
and I laid onto the deck, and I'm just laughing. I had to take my belt off to skate, but even just like kind of like rolling around like I was winded. But yeah, dude, like, and I like that was the catalyst. I was like, oh, I'm a fat fuck.
What are you doing? You gonna fight somebody? Nah, dude, you just want to try this board slide real quick.
Yeah, dude,
Take
I'm
your
just
belt
like,
off.
yo, I'm trying to get this clip. I got to take my belt off because it keeps pinching my fucking fat roll.
Yeah.
And it's amusing to me and like super depressing at the same time. And it's like two way opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right.
And I'm just like, but anyways, yeah. So back to what you were saying. Like, yeah, I got some food. There was one of the kids that was working that. It was her mom and dad, I think, were the ones doing it.
Yeah.
Super, super nice people. Dude, that little girl was there at 9 a.m. helping set everything up, and she was ride or die there to stay and, like, help people out. She was super polite. She was super on top of her stuff.
Damn.
And, like...
Yeah, there was all those tents set up, those tables and chairs.
Oh yeah.
There was,
yeah.
Chris told me he spent, like, something like 10 hours or something or more. I don't know. He'll probably be shaking his head being like, that's not what I said as he's driving listening to this right now. but it was something like clearing a bunch of brush and just bullshit up there because it's just like a field essentially.
Oh yeah.
Clearing everything out, the horseshoe pits as it were.
Pits.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Look, I don't mean any disrespect to whatever the fuck the name of that place was, but, like...
The Back Road Bar.
Back Road Bar.
Let me tell you, that is, like, the most... on the fucking nose name ever.
Oh, I was on my way up there, and literally I'm looking at the fucking GPS directions, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was, all right, Back Road Bar is not just a clever name. Oh, yeah. And I worked up in Shawano for 4.5 years. So I was I was kind of used to it, but I
it's
was
only
still
like 15 minutes away from Shawano, right?
whoa. Yeah, about 15, 20.
Yeah.
It's like
okay.
15 or 20, like just like northwest, I think.
Yeah, it's a straight shot up 29, so.
But like we're like looking around for the first time in, I don't know, like 15 years. Like I'm on roaming, and I'm like, God damn, I don't know if I like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Have either of you seen the movie The Green Room?
Yes.
I haven't. I don't
Okay,
think.
so
Is that an Eli Roth movie?
No.
no,
Okay.
it's not.
But anyway,
That's that fucking that where they're
Captain Kirk's in it.
yeah, he is.
Or that's not Kurt. That's
No,
I don't know. Star Trek fucking sucks, you nerds. Fuck you, Trekkies. You fucking suck.
Star Wars is 1,000
Star
times
Wars is
cooler.
Star Wars is it. I don't give a
1,000
shit.
times
Like,
cooler.
it's the only star that matters.
yeah. Fucking Star Trek. Like, I get upset about it. Like, genuinely. I'm like, that's the kind of nerd I am that I'm like,
It's like from
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's like from fanboys. Like, who cares about this shit, man? I do.
Got you
you
a
know, like,
Star Wars
like
shirt.
I will fucking beat you up.
Shit, man, huh? Who cares about? I do. I care.
Fucking beat you up if you're a Trekkie. Like, fuck you.
What's
Like,
the
Everyone except for Troy.
except for Troy, because Troy's a sweetheart. That
Troy
doesn't
is-
count.
Troy's the
are we
man.
talking about fixed gear vegan Troy?
Yes.
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 Made
Yeah.
buttons
The
here,
man.
Troy.
Yeah,
The
Troy's just like the nicest dude.
Respectable
Yeah, like
dude.
you can't like hate that guy for anything.
Big shout out to Troy.
You don't like being bro. I haven't. Now that I think about it, actually my signal worked fine there
Yeah, mine was
most of the
actually.
time. But I haven't been roaming in. a million
Yeah,
years.
so like it was like
It
so
takes
we're
a lot
like
to
looking
roam.
around. So I bring that up and like Jazz was like, "Yeah, I started watching." I'm like, "You need to fucking finish it." I'm like, and Ray, obviously you know what I'm saying by this. So if you haven't seen that movie, watch it. It is super fucked up. Like super. super
how would you
fucked-
describe it? The horror, like
Yes, it's
psychological,
horror. Yeah, like horror.
like slasher, blood and guts.
Yes.
Style? Okay.
But like punk rock kids like find themselves in a situation that they fucking should not be in with like neo-Nazis.
Yeah,
Oh,
they get
shit.
so basically the whole synopsis is like they're in a punk band, they're like traveling, they're just like in a van, whatever, and they get invited to like play the show in like the literally fucking middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
the one
basically
dude's
back road
cousin.
bar.
Right.
yeah,
right,
and
right.
like dude like invites him out to go play this fucking show, and
I'm gonna take more sips of this. Keep going. Ray.
Oh, I thought he was gonna.
So
we got
they
a
go-
ritual on the show where we try to toss our cans into the sink
into the sink,
if it's empty. Off the
yeah.
backsplash.
bing bong.
Okay.
Kobe,
Uh,
except for I'm not a rapist and I didn't die in a helicopter crash.
Indeed. So, okay. So, basically, so they go to this fucking place. It's in the middle of fucking like nowhere, and they end up going in. And they're like setting up, whatever, and like it starts like they're in their green room, which is basically why.
Oh,
it's called
okay.
the green
That's where
room.
the name comes from. Okay.
And
sure.
what they basically realize is that they're playing like a fucking neo-Nazi white supremacist like clubhouse.
And they're like, wait a second.
Yeah, so
we
it's
didn't-
like a bunch of racist skinheads and shit like that. And I preface racist skinheads because real skinheads aren't.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. Just because you have a
Right.
shaved head doesn't mean you're Edward
I
Norton.
know I'm fucking fuzzy right now.
Doesn't mean you're Edward Norton.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like
Okay.
a dirty hippie right now.
I know, dude. I have like a little bit of hair and I hate it. But no, so they go there and they're like, well, fuck these guys, and they go and they go and play their set and then say some like fucked up shit about neo-Nazis basically.
Like anti-neo-Nazi.
Oh yeah, they
Or-
played fucking Nazi punks. Fuck off.
What's that? When
Yeah.
did it come out? Is it like fairly new?
Let's look.
I want to say like 2015.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick
That's
Stewart.
right,
Sir
Patrick
Patrick
Stewart.
Stewart.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart plays like the leader.
That is
Yo,
Bacard, by
in
the
very
way.
much
Wacky.
like a me fashion.
Yeah.
Captain
I'm
Bacard.
gonna show you this, but like we're not gonna say it out loud. Like, but like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
2015.
Yeah, fuck it. Was it 2015?
2015.
Hey!
95 minutes. Patrick Stewart.
I win.
It has. I don't recognize any of those names.
No, they're like it's kind of like nobody.
But that doesn't mean anything.
But it's a very good movie.
like it's a very good movie, but like
It's intense, dude. Holy shit. It's
like
intense.
by the end of it, you're just like, ugh. But so, anyways, we're like driving through the woods, and like I bring it up, and I'm like,
appropriate timing.
yeah, and I'm like, oh shit. But then like we get to this place, and Jazz is like so quiet
Yeah.
and like, and is just very like to himself
Yeah.
for the most part. Like if you don't know him
Right.
in the van,
totally
unhinged.
different.
It's
Oh,
great. I
oh,
love
yeah.
it. Like me and him, like have the most fun. Like we say some wild bullshit back and forth.
Oh, we had great conversations when I cut his hair too.
Yeah, like he's the fucking best.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
he's fucking hilarious too.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like quiet, and he says something like super out of pocket, and then like you're like, what the fuck? Like what the fuck was that? And he just like smiles and like back to being quiet and like eating his like cheese sticks from Quick Trip.
Yeah, I've been around Jazz for probably a total of a few days, like of hours of being at shows. So,
Yeah.
and I've only said maybe 2 sentences to him, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But just very quiet. But
Oh yeah, but like once you get to know him and you're like,
Oh yeah.
you're like, oh, he's like a little terrorist. I love this. Like it's so much fun.
Sweet.
But he saw the building and he went, oh, this reminds me of Squidbillies.
yeah, squid.
And I immediately get out of this van and I'm like, don't touch the tram.
Don't touch.
Which,
touch
like,
the tram.
I'm going to try to stand up without fucking anything up
Yeah.
because I love Squidbillies. I got this tattoo because, like, again, I'm going to preface this when I was, not clean and sober. There was a time where I was huffing, brake cleaner because there's ether in it.
Sure.
Like, Luke's Edge, man, he does, like,
Yeah, that's fine.
it was never his kick.
I've heard it all.
But, like, so early Kyler climbed out of the TV. Like, I was fucking tripping balls, dude. Like, I was fucked up. So I have early Kyler on my leg.
Let's see if we
Yes.
can see it. Let's just be careful of the power cord.
There it is.
Yeah.
Let's let me zoom in on this guy real quick here.
Is it gonna let you?
Maybe not when it's recording. it
That's
won't.
all right. We'll get
That's
a
right.
picture and we'll post it.
I'll crop it in later.
We'll edit it in post.
But, like, so, of
I
course,
actually used that correctly this time.
so he does have the booty hunter hat on. Like, that was mandatory.
oh yeah.
Shout out to Bill Brugger for the fucking early Kyler.
Oh, Bill.
When I was apprenticing at Big Guns
I
a
fucking
million
love-
years ago.
I love Bill.
The edit it in post is weird because it's got to be post. You can't edit it before.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think maybe that's the joke.
I
Or
don't
maybe
think
you're
it's a
like,
joke.
I was
though.
today
It's
years old.
No,
Yeah.
because like, all right, so, like back to the like skateboarding thing. So when they're doing like the big things, they're literally editing that shit from a van, like a separate van, like when they're doing events and stuff, like that.
yeah, you're right.
And
yeah,
like you are
yeah.
literally like on the fly doing that stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I was listening to the episode with Curb Killer, Ezra, whatever. It's not Ezra Miller because that's a fucking actor. But,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Curb
That's
Killer.
That's the Flash.
he's got it.
Yeah, isn't that dude like a weirdo though?
Yeah, he's kind of weird.
I don't
Isn't
know.
that dude like a weirdo?
Yeah,
there's-
like,
there's a lot
everybody's
going on
a fucking
there.
weirdo.
There's
and
a lot
I can't
going
keep
on there.
track because like people are just pieces of shit and like you
Yeah,
just-
he did some.
Speaking of people who are not pieces of shit, though, that just clicked in my head, and I'm going to get it out of the way before I forget it. This person was at the show. Someone named Emily. We were leaving the show, and she's like, "I love the podcast. Thank you."
Oh, nice.
And I said, "Cool. I'll give a shout out to you." So Emily, episode 9, shout out to you. Thank you for listening.
Shout
and
out.
Washing.
that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Talking Schmidt thing by the
That
way.
was actually I got. I think the second I showed up there and you said something, you're like, "Oh, that's Ray. He's my business partner." And then someone's like, "Oh, you're the other guy on the podcast."
Yeah,
And I was
right,
like, "Yeah."
right.
And he's like, "I love it."
What are we doing here? Holding crystal balls?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands.
So like again, like if you don't know me, like people are like trying to be serious, and I'm always doing something fucking stupid. Like,
Just
and, like especially to Ray, because like Ray is like trying to have a very serious conversation with me sometimes, and I'm just like,
all the time.
All the
Yes.
next thing you know, you're caressing your nips, dude.
and like Goodbye Horses, like I am humming Goodbye Horses, and he's literally watching me like over the
Like-
pants tuck my shit.
I'm not, I wish I was surprised by anything you do at this point.
None.
Like,
I
again,
mean,
like, fucking whatever, man. I like.
I
to have
still think
fun.
my favorite road story ever. Dan instantly knows. Dude,
I don't.
This is great. Okay, so we were God damn it. So we played our first show a long time
Oh,
ago.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Ray and I were in a band with Trace, actually. Like,
which we talked about.
Yeah.
Like when Trace is on. So we played our first show. You were actually at that show because I think Genetics played it. It was that Lake Villa show.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were on our way back from that show, and I drove because I'm the only responsible person in the band at the time. And so we're driving back up, and it's from Lake Villa all the way back up to fucking Appleton. So we're driving in the morning, and like I don't know how the fuck everyone's still half-ass tired, but they are. Everyone falls asleep except for me.
Mhm.
And I'm driving, and I realize I've listened to the same fucking CD like 6 times
It was that
because
Baron,
it was a Bishop Red Baron
the
fucking
Bishop
split.
Red Baron split.
So we listened to it, and of course it's Bishop and Red Baron, and all their songs are like 2 minutes long.
I was gonna
So
say.
I listened to it like 6 fucking times when I realized, okay, I'm getting pretty sick of this fucking CD. I love these bands, but this is a little bit too much. And I realized that Dan is asleep on top of the fucking like
Yeah, I'm like co-pilot, dude,
Like,
and I am
all of the albums are
Pass
like
the fuck
under
out.
his ass. And I'm like, well, this is annoying. So I was like, whatever, I'll just deal with it. And so I'm just listening to it, and so finally, I think we were all the way from Lake Villa, and I think we hit Oshkosh.
no, dude. I think we weren't even.
Slinger, maybe?
I think we might have been Slinger.
I think it was Slinger.
Like,
Because I distinctly remember the background because I was laughing so fucking hard. So Dan wakes up randomly, and I'm driving. and
immediately,
I'm just annoyed.
giggling. by
And
the way.
all of a sudden, Dan wakes up like, huh? And then he looks over at me, and he starts fucking losing it, like giggling his ass off.
Like
and,
nothing happened.
And I looked over, I'm like, what, dude? And he woke up and just looked at me, and he goes, dude, I have a fucking raging boner right now.
why? Why?
dude, I fucking like.
Morning wood.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
essentially.
dude, like, yeah, when you're fucking 19 years old and your dick still works the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
true.
wakes up and he goes and just starts fucking doing the Dan laugh, the uncontrollable Dan laugh, and I'm like, I don't, what the fuck? And you're like, dude, I have a fucking raging boner right now.
Dude,
It's
I'm like,
great.
check it out, dude.
And
And he
you're like-
looks over.
I was
and he-
like, yep,
and
there it
I,
is, yeah.
Like harder than a diamond in an ice storm, dude.
Did you have at least? Did you at least have pants on?
Yeah, I had
Oh, yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing, like, so there was like, the times, like
Basketball shorts.
basketball shorts, dude.
Yep.
Like you had to wear basketball shorts. So I'm in basketball shorts, rocking a monster, dude. I think like
The best,
Rocking them.
the best was I was like, yep, dude,
dude,
can you hand me the fucking CDs,
He's like,
please?
dude, just give me the
Cool.
CDs, please.
Cool.
Like, all right, cool, right on, man. Like
Jeez.
your dick is hard, awesome.
I was like, God damn it! I couldn't help but laugh too, but I was like, please pull the CDs out from under your ass and change the fucking.
every
CD,
time
please.
I put Bishop on, that's like
Is that the first thing that goes to your head?
it is literally the
Yes.
first thing I'm like, oh, I'm listening to Jumper, and I'm just like, I'm like, not like what you
Yeah.
like, not what you should like, where your mindset should be, or like where it goes. Usually when you listen to that song, but I'm just like, and that's not even on that fucking.
Well, it's good that
album.
you have the memory and not like a Pavlovian response. And you
Yeah,
just get
it's
hard
just
all
like,
over
oh,
again,
yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Like, oh, I was hanging out with my fucking friends, like having fun,
Yeah.
and like
Starts
I
drooling.
woke up with a rager.
Or
Like,
major rager.
again, get your blood work done. Find out if you got low T. Like,
My favorite
You
thing
know?
is fucking what was it? Like years later, you were apprenticing to tattoo, and you tattooed the Suicide Party logo. It's still on my leg for Bishop, which is still one of my favorite.
Didn't
bands to this
Didn't
day.
Bishop come up with a newer album like a year ago, 2 years ago?
A couple years
Fairly
ago.
recent?
No, well, hold on. So me and Pete passed
Consult the
away.
Oracle.
Yeah, I know that. I was like a few. I thought it was in the last few
Fuck,
years.
I think it was
Alright.
last year.
all right, we're
Early
gonna
last
pause
year.
real quick. Everybody, pull your Spotify up right now.
Uh-oh.
What's the last song you listened to on Spotify?
I don't have
Oh.
Spotify, so
What's the last thing you on Apple Music?
Apple
then,
Music,
you
okay.
Fucking prissy motherfucker.
sorry, I'm fancy.
I'm
The
just
last.
Fucking
Let's
Luke's out here with
see.
his fucking monocle.
Mm.
I've got Apple
Yeah,
Music.
yeah. Everybody.
Actually, because Apple Music does pay better than Spotify, but I get it.
I don't know. Well, right now I'm listening to a fucking podcast, but
Well, then tell us what the podcast is. That counts?
it's a D&D one. It's Legends of Adventurous. It's pretty
fucking
sick.
nerd.
I know. Before that, it was Amigo the Devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was Abominations by Twisted.
Ooh, there you go.
All right.
What was yours?
I got Manthem, the Bouncing Souls.
Ooh, there you go. Oh, you've always been a Bouncing Souls fan.
Dude, since
like
we were
hardcore.
since we were
Didn't
fucking
you actually
kids.
just go see them?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
saw him twice last year.
Yeah, that was a band that I remember when Trace said he never heard of them, and I was like, "What?"
You never heard of the Bouncing
yeah,
Souls?
no.
No,
really.
dude, I literally like brought up like doing True Believers just as like a fun like, hey, let's
Yeah.
just fucking do it because it's fun. Trace could fucking murder it on that,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What?" I'm like, sometimes
yeah,
I
got it.
question you, like. I'm
Son.
like, just one of these times.
He was talking about how you guys have like everybody in Crucial Moves has such very
Very different background.
different backgrounds and like the music you guys listen to the most, and I still think the most eclectic person in the band is easily Jazz, because I love when he posts like what he's listening to, and it goes from like hardcore to like Spanish music, and then like something
Like
poppy,
super like fucking like
Yeah.
way out of control pop tunes.
yes.
Way
I
out of
almost-
control pop.
I almost
tunes.
wore my fucking Taylor Swift shirt tonight.
Did you?
It's
Perfect.
a Taylor. It says Taylor Swift, but it's the Crass logo.
Oh.
It's a Crass rip, dude. It's fucking great.
Did you ever see the picture of that one where it's all flat lines and says, "Oh shit, I ironed my Joy Division shirt."
Yeah.
It's so good.
Chris was on the podcast last episode, and he was wearing a Taylor Swift
I believe, yeah, he was actually.
Johnny Cash mashup where Taylor Swift's doing the
I
double
fuck
bird.
with Taylor Swift. I don't give a fuck, dude.
I remember I don't remember what fucking clothing brand did it back in the day, but it was the Danzig skull, and it was the Danzig lettering, but it just said Drake, and I bought it just because,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck it, why not?
Then you find out he's a pedophile. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
eh.
And now I don't own that shirt anymore, so
And now I don't.
I gotta go.
The Flash. Ezra
Let's
Miller.
let's go to
Also-
our sponsor real quick too.
Yes,
I
a
can
moment
get
from our sponsor.
Moment from our sponsor. Roll the beautiful bean footage as usual.
Toys are fun toys. What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkety sound? A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky. It gives a big lift when wrapped as a gift. A very likable toy. It's falling in place, brings smiles to your face. Something kids can enjoy. It's Slinky, it's Slinky. For fun, it's a wonderful toy. It's Slinky, it's Slinky. It's fun for a girl and a boy. And Slinky mobiles with big slinky wheels and pistons that move as you go. It makes a great sound when you pull it around. The driver's an old-timey fellow. A slinky dog, a slinky train, many more wonderful toys. You tug the string, they do their thing. They're great for girls and boys. They're slinkies, really wonderful toys. They're slinkies, they're fun for girls and boys. Slinky, Slinky Dog, Slinky Mobile, all Slinky toys sold separately by James Industries.
And we're back. Thank you for that amazing clip from our sponsor. So it's always good. And we're still here with the Danimal.
Danimals yogurts. You remember those?
I do.
They were shaped like the little
Well, they
creatures.
still have those. I think they're
You got
still
like
around.
an ounce of yogurt. It sucked because you'd be like, "Oh, sweet,
They're
it's
this
gone."
fucking big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I was just talking.
There's a dick joke in there.
Oh, there's
Of
so
course there
many.
is. When I do
For
this, like, it's this
sure,
fucking
like-
big.
Yeah, I'm
There-
like, you guys have seen that a lot in your time, haven't you?
during the
Big old donger.
during the break. We were talking about lots of things that normal 37-year-old men talk about,
Like farts.
farts, and I brought this up the other day when I was walking with walking. I don't know where it was, but in the car with Trace. I think it was back on the way from the show. But I was like, "Do you guys ever just like when you're done taking a shit? Every single time I sit up, the toilet seat always goes halfway up with me.
Yes, what the
and
fuck?
then it goes bling, and then slaps.
Yes,
Like,
and then
I-
everyone knows
I
that you
could-
just shit.
I could put like 12 gallons of powder on my ass, and somehow the toilet seat always is like, "I'm coming up with you."
It's like I'm gonna stick to your legs.
Yeah, no matter
Yeah.
what. I don't know.
I have more surface.
Are you
area, so-
fucking like going to war every single time you take a shit, dude?
sometimes
it's an emergency every time.
Sometimes
I'm
you
in
gotta sometimes you gotta slap on the old army.
yo,
helmet
look,
and go
brother,
there.
you need to start eating some more fucking fiber,
That's
dude.
true. That's
Like-
true. I just get sweaty.
Well,
You know how it is. It's better to take your shirt off when you take a shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, dude, amen. Yo, for the longest time, this was like I don't know what kind of like weird fucked up thing happened to me as a kid, but like I could
Name
not
it.
shit. So many things. Like
I've got
my
to be
therapist
more
has
specific.
shit to say. Like I could not shit with clothes on. I mean, I had to be butt fucking naked.
Like when
Really?
like when you say a kid, we're talking like 4, 5, 6, or we're talking
No,
like
dog,
12,
like
12,
fucking
12?
19 years old.
Oh, okay.
Like it just was like more comfortable for you, or
I,
like
I
you
don't.
like
I have no
physically
fucking
actually
idea.
couldn't
Like,
do it.
it was just like a fucking thing. Like, it's okay. For example, like when you wipe, are you through the legs, or do you stand up, or do you go under cheek?
I go under cheek,
Let me think.
under cheek.
Wow, I never really thought about that.
It's fucking.
autopilot. Yeah,
Yeah,
me
like-
too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it was just like something like that. Like it was just like autopilot.
Are you?
So
front
I'm working
are you
at Big
front
Guns.
to back or back to front?
Well, dude, you know,
You'd never go back to front.
don't tell me how to wipe my asshole.
Don't wipe shit on your balls.
Do you use baby wipes?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, it's magical.
It is.
Magical.
It's a big difference.
PSA for all the viewers: put baby wipes in the refrigerator in the summer,
Yes,
man.
it's a really
and
good.
then when you go to fucking drop one,
Life hack.
oh my god,
when
life
you gotta
changing,
drop one.
life changing.
But for real though, so you were like, you would have I have friends that just can't shit anywhere.
Oh, I couldn't
unless
either.
it's going to be like a medical emergency, like
Oh,
dude,
like
you
anywhere
have
but
to
home?
They have to go home. Like
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
friends that have driven like an hour just because they have to shit.
Oh, dude, so that
Damn,
was like,
really?
so
Yes.
that was like
Oh,
a
man,
really fucked up thing for me for the longest time too. Like I was really weird about bathrooms, and I'm still kind of weird about bathrooms because people are fucking gross, and like I don't understand like men's rooms. Like I don't even think people try to get it into the toilet, whether it's piss
This
or
is a
shit.
reoccurring topic on this podcast.
men's bathrooms
actually.
have come up.
We talked about
multiple
the
times.
rave bathrooms.
I don't like no. I'll shit in the fucking parking lot next to my car before I'll take a shit there, unless of course it is an emergency.
Right.
But like, so I'm working at Big Guns.
Like you had some bad fish.
And like Don decides, like rest in peace, Don. Like Don decides to break into the bathroom. I'm fucking ass naked. I'm a grown ass man with children, a wife, working at this tattoo shop,
Good
dude.
God, that man's got a family.
I know, like I'm like, and it was just like, it was just a fucking thing, and I never like. It wasn't until this moment that I realized like this was super fucked up.
I mean, honestly though, like, I mean, if you're lucky, unless you're in prison or something, like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be alone when you're taking a shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah, for
preferably,
sure.
Do
Yeah.
do what
Or
you
like,
got to do.
or you're getting ready to get into the shower, and I don't know if it was just like one of those things, like, all right, I'm getting in the shower, I'm getting naked, I might as well be naked when I shit.
That could
But
be
anyways,
it.
this
That could be it.
motherfucker breaks in with this other dude that was like fucking vibing at the shop all the time, and like I let out like one of those like ah. And so did they. It was like I let one out, they let one out, and then like I realized like that it was like fucked up, dude, because I got like my hog in my hand, like trying to cover my shit up.
I'm gonna definitely put that clip up with Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber, when Seabass kicks the door in on him. It's the best scream ever.
But like, dude, for real. So it wasn't until like I had joined a club. I had gotten into a motorcycle club, and like I had to prospect for this club, and like whatever. It ain't no Sons of Anarchy bullshit. That shit's corny. But like, you have like X amount of time, and it is very limited time because you are always on the fucking job.
Oh yeah.
And like, it wasn't until like then that like I had to get over like my fear of public restrooms, because I'm like, I'm 2 states away. Like I've been up for 3 fucking days,
Right.
and like I have consumed nothing but awful bullshit for food. Like,
right.
Oh, yeah.
Gas station life, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just pretty much.
I will eat
how it is
chili
here.
dogs at a gas station every time I see them. I will.
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel
And,
about
like-
brat fries. I'm not even hungry, and I'm like, just brat fries.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
doesn't matter.
and like it for no fucking reason, and I know that it's gonna fuck me up every single time. Like,
I know this is a
disaster-
terrible idea.
like
Yeah.
disastrous.
Yep.
It's like it's like stepping in front of a bus that's doing 50. You know it's gonna fuck you up, and you're like,
You're like, you know what?
whatever.
Why
Let's
not?
see what happens.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, I want ring sting tonight.
you-
Why not?
Because you know deep, like there's that part of you where like maybe it won't this time,
Yeah, like,
and then
maybe
you're wrong every
maybe the
time.
tolerance is built up.
but that's
Well,
why
yeah,
like I
like,
don't
maybe,
gamble either. Like I'm not a gambler at all. Like
I'm
out of
not
all
either.
the fucked up shit like I got addicted to, like gambling was the one thing where I was like,
you know what?
you know what? I spent my
for me.
$50. I'm good. All
yeah,
right.
right.
This sucked. I could have just fucking wiped my ass with this and lit it on fire, and it would have done the same
It
thing.
probably would
It
have
would
been
have
more,
had more entertainment.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying,
like
been
this
more
would've
fun
been
that way.
So much funnier to me.
But so he kicks in the door. You got your hog in your hand for
Yeah.
some reason.
Oh, like, cause like I'm fucking tucking, like,
Oh,
cause
shit,
I
right.
I
Oh,
heard
yeah,
the
you
door,
hold that shit
and
down.
I had that moment of like, oh shit,
Better cover up
there's
quick.
no way these motherfuckers are coming through this door, and then these motherfuckers came through the door, and like, so like I said, I went ah, they went ah! And like, so then I was like, all right, then like. And then it was from like that moment on though, like all of a sudden I'm like, all right, I gotta at least like have a shirt on or something. I don't know. Like it was fucking weird because it's like weird shit like that you don't think about that you do, like weird like.
What's that weird thing you said you saw? Like always wear underwear when sleeping because the worst thought is someone breaking your house and you got to fight a man naked or something like that.
He goes it was a. I always love these, like, because it's like the most unrelated video to what it has to say. So it's always like a car like driving down a country road, and it said the two things in life that scare me the most is having somebody break into my home while I'm in the shower naked, because I'll have to fight off somebody, and then while my dong is out.
Oh no, hell no! Like, here's the fucking deal. I'm going whole hog. I'm going whole hog. If you break into my house while I'm fucking just chilling in the buff on the rare occasion I don't have my kid, like, yo, this is my fucking sanctuary.
Yeah,
if I want my fucking
Yeah.
dick out, my dick is out, dude.
Yep.
Suddenly, the person's like going to rob you, and they're like, I don't want to.
Never mind.
No,
I don't
dude.
want to get
And
into
here's the
this.
thing, like, I am going to make your day fucking awful about it. Like, and it ain't, and it's not like anything more than that. Like, I'm gonna rub my dick on you. Like, you fucking broke into my
You
house,
broke into my house,
and now we're gonna wrestle. Like Roman Greco fucking wrestling. I don't even know what that shit really is,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't
It's
either.
like that. It's like that cursed meme I sent you the other day. It's like
Like Kurt Angle.
Kurt
like,
Angle.
I just like
I sent Trey this fucking meme, and it just said, "Break into my house, suck my dick, call me gay." And it's like a dude just getting more mad.
holy shit. But yeah.
Just the unhinged shit we send to each other all the time.
Oh god, dude. Again. Like,
No, you gotta defend your fucking own, man. I don't care.
yeah,
if
no,
I'm
fuck
naked.
you, dude. Like, don't. Like, I'm gonna fucking sleep in the buff, dude. Like, everybody knows sleeping in the buff's better than sleeping.
Yeah, because when the cops come, I'm just gonna look like law-abiding citizen Gerard Butler. Not Gerard.
Yo, real
It
life,
is Gerard
real life
Butler.
confession though.
What?
You know what is like one of the most comfortable things in the world? You know, the
Pooping
oversized
naked?
hoodie.
Yes.
All right, dude, just nothing but an oversized hoodie.
Oh, you're just shirt cocking
Just
it?
fucking dangling.
Shirt cocking it.
Yeah, dude, just dangling. Like,
I'd
yo,
be
these chicks are
comfortable.
onto like the chicks are onto something. Just wearing a hoodie and like, and that's it. Like, hell yeah, you got like, I'm into it. Like, I've tapped into it.
I'm doing this no looking.
All
all
right.
right.
Well, you did
Still
look,
made
you
it.
fucking
Holy
liar.
shit, that
You
was
lied right to
perfect.
my face. You looked me in the eye and said, "I'm not doing this
I'm
looking."
not looking.
And
I
as
like
you,
that. I already
no,
let it
as
go.
you went through,
I already
you
let it go.
looked.
Well, I'll tell you what. We got evidence to document it, so we'll look
That's
later.
right.
All right,
We'll look
Ray.
later.
Slow motion. It'll be like we'll actually
All right.
slow mo it.
So now we're gonna make a bet out of this.
Oh boy.
We can't review it till later, but
Does it mean
it's
I have to
there.
take a picture with a sweatshirt and my dick out?
Nah, dude. But
right.
here's the deal: if you looked while you were tossing, like in the come
Well,
through.
no, it already let go, and then I looked.
Nah, dude. All right.
I don't know. I'm neutral because I wasn't paying attention.
All right. If you
'Cause I had looked
looked
over
while
there.
that motherfucker was still even, just
All right, so I didn't Steven Seagal it. All right.
all right. So it's just like
I
a
didn't
hair
walk
touch
away
it.
from the explosion without looking at it.
Every
I
cover
had
ever.
to. I had to see
Your
my.
home screen on your phone.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, you got a little kid. You
it's-
don't need to see my fucking cherry red butthole, dude.
Cherry red.
Yeah, I'm not making my lock screen your butthole.
Well, dude, if we're gonna fucking bet on some shit, might as well like make it
might as well
interesting.
count,
Like,
yeah.
I'll just buy you. Why would I like be like, oh yeah, dude?
What do you guys think? Without going back and rewinding and going back and watching the video, or if you're listening, sorry, too bad.
Should just watch
What
it.
do you think? Put your vote in the comment. Did he look or did he not look?
That's right.
That
I-
motherfucker looked.
I wasn't paying.
I was
attention
looking
at
him
all.
dead ass in the eyes, and I watched
let
his
it
eyeballs go.
I let it go, and then I looked.
Nah,
That's
dude,
how it
your head
happened.
didn't fucking turn, but you like did the creepy eye thing, man. I saw it. I was watching.
Steve Buscemi and Big Daddy.
Just crazy eye in it.
I saw a good one today. It said, "Would you have sex with Mila Kunis if she had Steve Buscemi eyes?" And then they photoshopped
The
it.
pause
I was
from our
like,
sponsors.
yeah.
Yeah, no fucking shit, I would.
Yeah, I don't think the direction of eyeballs has ever stopped any man in history.
I don't know. This was pretty gnarly.
No, dude.
It was very unsettling. It was bad.
I'm thinking about this way too fucking hard.
Well, hold on. Let's see if I can find a
Might be
picture.
hard. You don't know.
See if Google.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, here we go.
Episode 9 is a doozy, I'll tell you.
Yeah. All right, so let's go back to the music thing, like the eclectic thing. Like, beauty is one flick of a light switch away, I guess. I don't know, dude. No. Ooh.
The Photoshop.
Yeah, but I'm no
job is
prize
unreal.
pig myself, so like,
And
what?
we will throw a picture of this.
Yeah.
Like, look at this
It is.
busted shit, dude. Like, I'm
Oh,
spitting
man.
teeth out onto girls' fucking kitchen counters, man. I ain't worried about it. Like,
If you really want to see a cursed image, how about Avril Lavigne with Steve Buscemi?
oh, she just looks like, dude. Like,
Oh, man.
that's just like doing a lot of drugs,
There's
man.
literally like an entire Reddit section of just
But-
people photoshopping Steve Buscemi's eyes on people.
Oh, sure. It probably has 4 million subscribers.
Yo, but that dude's
Probably.
like a legitimately good ass dude, though.
Yep.
Steve Buscemi?
Also a reoccurring topic on
Yeah,
this
he comes up a
podcast.
lot. Steve
Yes.
Buscemi, you're probably never going to see this, but if you are,
love you, dude.
shout
And a
out, man.
Toto, what is it? That new ramen place?
Oh,
Toto,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Ooh, that spicy miso, man. Ooh, she got a
Oh, did
fucking.
you go there before we came here?
Fuck yeah, I did, dude.
So
I was like,
good,
hell yeah,
dude.
I gotta eat.
Yeah, we went there. What, second week it opened? I think something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. That was the one where there was like toddler footprints on the vertical glass
Yeah, and we were
somehow.
like,
No shit.
and we were like,
yeah,
all right.
all right. And like somebody stepped on that before they put it up.
Yeah,
And then
well,
never
cool.
cleaned it off. But I was like,
Like,
it's fine.
I ain't
The
tripping.
food's
It was,
amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was banging.
Super good.
I'm like
super good.
supposed to be in a calorie deficit and shit, and I'm just like, tonight I want ramen. Like,
Well, I mean, that's probably. I mean,
well,
it's all
you
pretty
know,
natural shit.
gotta do something once in a while.
Right.
you know?
Exactly.
Broth. But no, the musical backgrounds, man. It's we were talking about before. Is like, yeah, everybody is. There's like I mean, you come from a more punk rock background.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
Trace is from like a new metal hardcore background,
Mm.
and Jazz is what like. I don't know. I don't.
Everything.
Jazz was down for the lesbian singer-songwriter thing, like the Tegan and Sarah.
Tegan
thing,
and
like-
Sarah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
yep.
like, which is super fucking rad because it brings like this whole other element to it, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
And then you got Jordan,
Black metal.
black metal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like black
Fuck yeah.
metal and terrible pop country.
And
I wish
Jordan.
I was kidding.
That's Jordan.
I wish I was kidding. Yeah.
But it
That nothing shocks me anymore.
no, absolutely not. Also, Jordan, Lord of the Rings is the fucking superior goddamn trilogy. Not that Aragon bullshit you try to post in the group chat.
Aragon, like the dragon Aragon.
Yeah.
No,
That-
Lord of the Rings is fucking superior.
Yeah, that motherfucker
Period.
like tried to say like that's like the way better fucking like
No.
fantasy thing. And it's like, nah, dude.
No.
Liv Tyler in that movie was my sexual awakening as a fucking kid. Like, which of course like explains like some of my weird fucked up bullshit now because like,
Explains a lot.
oh yeah, sexy elf, like hell yeah, what up? Like,
Oh, that's like the speaking of fucking Lord of the Rings, I sent Luke a meme the other day that said, what if Tolkien raised up from the dead for just telling you one sentence and that it was pronounced Jandalf, and then immediately died. And it was spelled with a J.
Jandoff.
it's pronounced Jandoff.
Jandalf. Jandalf Stormcrow.
Oh God! But
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
so we all listen to like this wide background of music, and I grew up on punk rock, like, which is cool because like my kid's getting into it now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Bubs is like,
Dude, she's
way
living
into
it.
it.
She's
but it
living
is
I love it.
really, really fucking funny because, like, you've heard her talk. Like, you know my
Yeah.
kid. Like, she's got that same like bullshit cockiness and like
Mhm.
just pure motherfucker that I got.
Straight motherfuckery.
Mother-
Yeah, and she just like.
Of all the motherfuckers, Charlie Brown.
Like, yo,
You the
this is what it
motherfuckers.
is.
Yeah.
Like a year or two ago, I had picked her up from her mom, and we're coming back from the Milwaukee area, and she's like, "Dad, this weekend I really want to watch my favorite movie with you." And I'm like, "Hell yeah! Well, what's your favorite movie?" Because she does that thing where she's like, "Yeah, I want to do this thing."
What,
and
like,
then, like-
like testing you?
No, it's just like she stops, and I'm like, "And?"
And,
Like, there's-
and what is that?
Like there's more there's more to it. Like tell me. She's like, "Oh, yeah, my favorite yeah, it's this movie about this girl. So she like by herself she like cuts up all these things and she starts like gluing them together and then you know, she makes a magazine and blah. I'm like, "Oh, she makes a zine?" And she goes, no, Dad, it's a magazine. I'm like,
No, a zine.
I'm like, what? I'm
totally
like,
different
so I
thing.
let it go for a second, and I'm
Yeah.
like, the
Yeah.
fuck? And so she's explaining to him, like, all right, Bubs. So she, like, cuts things out, puts them on a piece of paper, and does, like, numerous pages of this, and then goes to a store and has it Xeroxed.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know what that means, copied. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, that's a fucking zine.
That's a zine. Yeah.
That's- it's
the
called-
literal definition.
That's
of
literally
zine
what that is.
Yep.
It's a zine.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
she goes, oh, all right, well, whatever. But it's got my favorite song in it. I'm like, and? Like, what? Cool. Like,
Like-
what's your favorite? Like, what song? And
But
she
you're not going
goes,
to follow.
the
You're not going to
statement.
follow that up.
yeah. And
or-
I'm like, kind of like, all right, what is she going to say?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, Rebel Girl. And I'm like,
Nice. There you go.
damn, all right. Fuck yeah. In my mind, I'm like, fuck yeah, Bikini Kill.
Yeah.
Like, sick. So my immediate response was, yo, this new documentary on Kathleen Hanna just, like, dropped or whatever, like, to streaming finally.
Yeah.
Let's watch that, and then let's watch that. And she goes, Dad. It's
that.
by a band called Bikini Kill, and, like, got all indignant with me about it.
Like
like,
you didn't,
like
you didn't
you
know.
would-
yeah,
No.
and I'm like, yeah, you know, Kathleen Hanna, the person in Bikini Kill that wrote that fucking song, and she, like, her eyes got big, and she's like, Dad, you know who Bikini Kill is? I'm like,
Did you like?
Were you like,
Did she tell
yeah.
you like, hey, have you ever heard of Black Flag? And you're like, no.
no,
idea.
I have no.
Never.
I-
no,
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Never,
Yeah,
like,
as you're, like,
do-
taking a
Dad,
drink
do you
or
know who the
something?
Misfits are? Like, you listen to
No.
the Circle Jerks ever?
The Dead Kennedys? Never.
Be like,
The
nope,
one
Do you
Dead
know-
Kennedy?
Do you know who
Like,
Jello Biafra is?
Dude, but that's the thing. So, like, she was like mind blown. I'm like, dude, when you were little, like little,
You probably
like you
played
were
that
listening
record
to
when
that
he was,
with
like,
me.
she was,
Yeah,
like
like we
tiny.
would have dance parties at my friend Jordan's. We were living in this punk house for a brief period of her time. Her mom and I were, like, trying to make things work,
Right.
which, like, every young dad that's a moron tries to do, and, like.
Making
Like, young
zines,
parents
selling
make
them
the
out.
like, you make the mistake, like, and you learn, and, like, you figure out that it's not going to work, but you love your kid and you want to try to
Absolutely.
be around your baby all the time.
Yep.
So we're like, it's me, her mom, and her living in my fucking bedroom of this punk house we called Chong's Happy Palace.
Sure.
Yo, for real.
Didn't
Like,
I think that's for sure a restaurant.
That's probably
yeah,
a
dude,
restaurant.
for real.
Yeah.
So my friend's dog was named Chong, and I was like, we were fucking high, and I was like, yo, dude, let's call this place a fucking Happy Palace. Chong's Happy Palace.
Happy Palace.
Like, dude, because we had fun, like, and everything was like, it was like a good time for us,
No,
like,
yeah.
in our lives at that point. Like, me, Jordan, and Dan Weber, like, all moving in together. It was like a necessary thing that had to happen, and, like, life started to fucking shift in a cool way, especially, like, for me and, like, for the other guys too. And, like, over the course of a couple of years living there, some shit got way out of hand, as it does
As
when you
it
live with your
normally does.
shithead
Yeah.
fucking friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
can confirm.
Worst
Like
idea.
the crack house. We'll touch base on that at some point too. God damn. But me jumping out of a window,
Holy fuck! A second story window.
second story window, and running as fucking far and as fast as I could from the cops.
This man is secretly a marathon runner, or very insane lengths of sprinting.
Nah, it's
Um,
like bears and cops, dude. If it involves either of those things,
In that
I
order.
am fast as fuck, boy.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Like okay, so when Trace had the house, we dubbed it the crack house because before we moved into it, or were attempting to move into it, it was drug raided by the police, and it didn't have a front door because they kicked it off the hinges.
Yep.
So it was a piece of wood with hinges screwed into it, and
I'm
it was
like one of those
padlocked
ghetto
shut.
fucking latches.
Yeah, and a latch with a pad, like a fucking like a master lock to close
Right.
it. So
You can only lock it from the inside.
from the inside, and so for the sake of like not padlocking it because we needed to like exit, enter the house or whatever, we had band practice in the living room of this house, and Dan was playing guitar, and where he was set up, like opposite of me, I was playing bass on the right, and you were playing guitar on the left, and guitar on the left was fucking 2 feet from the front door.
Yes, it fucking was.
And we were playing loud, and someone had called the police for noise complaint.
Yep.
And because the door wasn't able to close, if you knocked on the door just swung open.
Yeah.
So luckily it was a break in the song, and you hear bonk, 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 and the door starts to swing. Dan fucking, in some type of weird Ezra Miller, The Flash fashion, which I'm going to fucking do it all over again, looks to his left, sees cop, drops guitar, like straight up just fucking
Fender. That's why. So this
reaction.
is like
Off.
this is a testament to like why I play Fender product. Like I only play
think
Fenders.
you were playing the Cat.
No, I was playing the Fender. It
Were
was
you?
yes, it was
Okay.
the green. It was that sage green fucking Fender that I like
Oh,
had
yeah.
hardwired.
Because I think we
DiMarzio
also
Super-
played the Cat too.
The Cat was post Crack House.
That's right. Okay. So he fucking like fucking just like ditches the fucking guitar. Guitar hits the fucking ground, and you hear like it hit. And I'm sitting there. I'm still like literally in bass mode, and I look over, and Dan has disappeared. Like,
And you don't know the
shot-
cops even there yet, so you're like, what's
shot
happening?
through the fucking living room. Through like we were like, well, technically we're in like a dining room, but we shot like through the fucking practice space, through the fucking living room, up the fucking stairs, and jumped out the second story window to like I think like the side yard, and just hauled ass from Law Street.
It was like 3 miles. I made it 3 fucking
3
miles.
in like less than like fucking 5 minutes. I'm not kidding you.
I believe it. I
Because
believe
the
it.
cops fucking knocked. They were like, "It's loud." We're like, "Sorry, my bad." I'm like, "Where the fuck did Dan go?" And I was like, "Dude, did Dan like run away? Like, is he upstairs?" And we thought he was like, legitimately in the house still. And all of a sudden, my phone rings, and the cops are already like peeling out or whatever. They're leaving.
Like, just, hey, keep it down, see ya.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, you're not allowed." We're like, "Okay,
Right.
sorry, man, we'll turn it off." They're like, "Okay, cool, see you, bye." And they fucking get in their cars, and they're already leaving, and my phone starts ringing, and it's Dan. And I'm like, isn't he just like upstairs? And I was like, why is he calling me?
I'm under some blankets.
Right.
Yeah.
So I answer the phone. I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? And you just hear Dan like, and I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, what's going? Why are you sounding out of breath? And he's like, dude, I'm in the flats. And I go,
Yeah, that's
What?
far. That's far.
It's literally like 3 miles.
Yep.
I'm like,
It's
why
like
are
2 or
you?
3
I'm like, why
miles.
are you in the flats? He goes, well, dude, I'm still on probation. And I was like, it was just a noise complaint. You're like, yeah, it's the cops though. And I was like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like, wait, how did you get in the fucking flats? It's been like 5 minutes. And he hauled ass like all the way from Law Street, which we were down by like, like a couple blocks away from the Poison Estate, I think.
Yeah, dude. This is literally like, this is a solid 2 mile, 3 mile run. And like,
Wile E.
okay,
Coyote
but
did.
so here's the thing though.
Literally with like the where your legs
Yeah.
turn into
So
circles.
I give basic information because I need a fucking ride now, because I'm not fucking hoofing it back. So I give him the basic information of like, it was the cops, dude. I'm on probation. Fuck that. What I neglected to put into that conversation at the time is I have a warrant for my arrest because I've been
yeah.
absconding probation the entire time I've been on paper. And I did. So that's the thing, dude. I was on paper for 2 fucking years.
Yep.
And like,
Yep, I remember. Yep, because you were like, "Can somebody come pick me up?"
yeah. So I'm on paper for 2 fucking years. I went to my first PO meeting,
Yeah.
and the next time I saw my PO was a week after my 21st birthday, because I got picked up on a bicycle going to my homegirl's house, and I was riding in the road. I literally sat the bike down, and I fucking pulled my ID out, and I went, I've got a warrant for my arrest. Can I make some phone calls to let people know that I'm going to be in jail for a while?
Yeah.
And that dude was like,
Okay.
what the fuck? Sure, I guess.
You were like, the jig is up.
Yeah, I literally sat down, like like crisscross fucking applesauce, dude, in a parking lot. And like, so at the time, I had let my hair just go. And I got a fucking Carhartt fucking hat on. This is before it got fucking cool to do that
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
'cause I was just grimy, dude. Like, I had a fucking hat on. And like, I'll see if I can find it, or maybe if you can find it somehow, like my mugshot from that. But I look like fucking Nick Nolte in it. Like I am wild-eyed. My hair's all crazy, dude. Like I am fucked up.
That's
but,
so good.
Yeah, so like I was on
I wonder
fucking
what
paper.
Google will give me.
So like I wasn't trying to go to jail, and like if I got busted, like I was looking at like going to fucking prison.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, dude, like I'm good.
I don't want to go there.
No, thank you. So
No, thank you.
I fucking every time I saw a cop, dude, from like 19 years old to fucking till I got picked up, dude, I was fucking running.
It doesn't matter what it was. Like
It didn't matter what the fuck it was, dude.
Yeah.
I would jump out of people's cars if I had to. Like I did not give a fuck.
65
Like,
down the highway.
I'm like, dude, I am fucking boogieing, dude.
Yeah.
And I was fast as fuck. But like, but the other part of that though is like, I was in the like I had enlisted, so like, for a hot minute, like I was in fucking banging shape, dude, and I kept up with the running, like, whether I was in or not, because I got I got kicked out because I couldn't ship, like I couldn't get fucking shipped out to Iraq, like, so I got the fucking boot, and like, but I kept up with the running, I kept up with trying to be like halfway in shape and shit,
Right.
so like, if I had to fucking run, dude, I was fucking running.
No, absolutely.
And I biked everywhere because, like, I just gave up on having a car because my first car I had, like, got fucking towed. And, like, I just never went and got it.
Yeah.
I literally was like, fuck it. I'm done. I'm good. Like, my first fucking flight jacket, like,
Oh, yeah.
like 2 or 3 Cockspar records.
Aw.
Like, I had, like, all this cool shit in this motherfucker. My pea coat, like
Just gone.
all this, like, fucking rad, and, like, you're a cool fucking 18-year-old fucking skinhead fucking, like, kit, like, is in my car right now. That's, like, moldy and gross in some junkyard in fucking Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yep. Probably still
In
there.
the Daewoo, dude. You remember that thing?
The Daewoo.
The Eggmobile.
The Daewoo.
The fucking Turtle Mobile, dude. That thing was fucking sick, dude. I had a fucking kick-ass motor in that thing. But it looked like the fucking, like, if you know Mark and Mindy, like the Nanu.
Nanu.
Yeah, like the fucking egg that motherfucker flew in. Like, that's what my
That's
car
pretty much
looked
what
like.
the Daewoo was.
The
Yeah, dude.
Daewoo.
Daewoo.
Yeah, like, that thing got me to fucking see Agnostic Front when I was a kid.
Dope. Fuck
I
yeah,
also
dude.
got fucking beat the fuck up at the rave during that one.
Did you really?
By security, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, so it was Hatebreed and Agnostic Front, and I think it was on
That's sick fucking.
what fucking album was that? I gotta look because
was this like 2005?
it might have been because this is like pre-inpatient rehab for me because I had a choice between jail or rehab. I had a choice between Lincoln Hills or going to inpatient because I got busted at school with brass knuckles. Like in between classes, I was gonna go dust this kid.
Did you tell them they were paperweights?
Well,
What they sell them as?
yeah,
And belt buckles.
Yep.
That's where I bought mine first.
Yeah,
Belt.
that didn't
Belt
go over
buckle.
so well. What fucking tour? Now, Another Voice. It was 2005.
Oh.
Yeah, so that actually,
See?
this was right before I got fucking popped
I'm
for.
I'm 2 for 2 on
yeah,
yours.
you are actually like.
Two, right?
2, right?
Call back to a
Fucking
different
yeah.
episode.
Fuck yeah,
Where's
dude.
that clap button, dog?
This one.
Yeah. Fucking mash that bitch.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that was like pre getting popped for that shit at Appleton East because it was one of the few stints I did at
yeah.
Appleton East. Because I did.
That's where I met you.
Yeah, 3 times. 3 times I tried to be at. I was at
Yeah.
Appleton East. I got the first time I moved out and like moved to my fucking pops's place.
Yep.
I eventually came back to my mom's, and then I got fucking busted smoking weed, like literally like in the bushes.
In the bush.
In
At
the
school?
fucking bushes. Yeah, dude. I didn't know it was school grounds because, like, so Appleton East, that whole chunk where the fire department and shit,
Yeah.
that is all Appleton East property.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
At least that's what these motherfuckers told me.
Probably.
I don't know,
It's probably
dude.
like the
Oh
entire
yeah.
block.
Yeah. Another
Yo,
Voice
but-
came out 2004.
So, like, me and the homie, we got busted, and, like, dude walked up and called us by our first names
Ooh.
because he had been the fucking liaison officer at Madison. So this motherfucker knew us.
Poss.
Poss.
No, it wasn't the fucking diddler.
No, Poss.
No, that's
Poss.
Paulzine.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
Paulzine.
Poss wasn't. Poss isn't the diddler.
Poss was the middle school liaison.
Oh yeah.
He was
That's right.
Glasses crew cut 2T Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Officer Poss.
Yeah.
So like, he like called us out by our first names, right? And we're like, cool. And homeboy is like still trying to bury. You know the big pens with the metal caps, like the metal tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had like taken that apart,
Yep.
jerry rigged a pipe, and
Yep.
we're smoking like shitty brick weed out of this like one like ghetto ass
one
fucking
hitter?
one hitter.
Yep.
And homeboy's like trying to bury it still. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I'm fucked, dude. Because like
It's over.
my family, like I come from like a very, very conservative Christian family.
Right.
And like my parents have gotten like way cooler over the years. And
Your
like,
mom's the coolest, man.
yeah, my mom's rad. Like, and my dad's like the chillest fucking dude in the world, the Sasquatch.
No, this
Yeah, like, dude, he's the fucking chillest dude ever. Now, at least, but like,
now.
I mean, but granted, now that I got kids, like, I totally get it, cause like, fuck, man, I was awful. But
I think we all fucking realize.
yeah,
that.
holy shit, you have kids,
gonna-
and then you realize that you were like a giant piece of shit.
I'm
as
gonna
a
take
kid.
a time out and just say how fucking cool that tour probably was, because you said Another Voice was their last record was in 2004, so this is like sandwiched right between when Hatebreed dropped Rise of Brutality in 2003 and Supremacy in 2006.
You want to know this is gonna bum you out a whole lot.
What? You didn't like Hatebreed back then?
This is gonna bum you out so much.
You left before they played.
I had to leave because I got my fucking ass
Oh, fair.
throttled.
Yeah.
So, all right. So back to that. Anyways, so we're at this show and like we're all fucking dancing and
Yeah.
like at the time at the rave, like you could not fucking dance. You were getting thrown the fuck out, and like
that's when they were super mad about it.
aggressively getting thrown out. So this big ass fucking dude is manhandling this kid, and like I've been drinking. Like we made it through a snowstorm. My friend Ashley and my friend Barry. I don't know if you remember Barry from back in the day. Big fucking native dude, that fucking big native skinhead dude.
Strawberry?
Yeah, Strawberry.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Excuse me. Like, so it's the three of us, dude. We're boogieing down there. We go to this. It is negative 20 with the wind chill.
Oof.
Ashley has the keys, cell phones,
Oh no.
and like she has the shit. Because we were like fucking dumb and we're like, oh, I don't need a jacket. I'm going into a show.
Yeah, yep.
So like I've
And
got my
then-
fucking flight jackets in the fucking car that's locked. She's got the keys and the phones. He's off doing whatever the fuck Strawberry's doing.
Yep.
And I see this dude like manhandling this kid, and I'm like, like
Yeah.
fucking full of piss and vinegar, dude. I run up behind this dude and right in the back of his grape, and it like
Rape, dude.
like it might like dude, it was like an ant trying to punch a gorilla.
Yeah.
Like, and that dude turned around, and it was like cartoon style turned around. I was like, grabs me by the fucking
Turns out you
face,
actually punched McGill
fucking
gorilla.
turns me around, and like takes my fucking hand. The tips of my fingers from the back of my skull touched my fucking nose, dude. And then I proceed to get my ass beat the entire way out of the middle room.
Fuck. Yep. I know exactly.
And
what
then,
you're
like,
talking about.
this motherfucker literally throws me out the doors because kids are getting fucking tossed.
Damn.
Classic, like, back of the shirt.
Yeah,
collar
like, dude,
flap.
I got fucking rifled out, and there's like a handful of us all out there shaking like research monkeys, all huddled up together.
See, there it is. These are the things we're talking about. Yeah.
You know, I don't condone testing on animals, but that shit's funny as fuck.
God damn it.
Anyways,
I
like,
just want to note that in the last 3 to 5 sentences that you said, you referred to everyone shaking outside as research monkeys, and then somebody's head was a grape.
oh yeah, dude, you fucking.
These things just happen.
Yeah, it's just how I fucking talk. I'm
I
a
know,
fucking
I
idiot,
fucking
dude. You
love
know
it,
what I
dude.
mean? Like, it is what it is.
Oh man.
My mom probably had a couple cocktails when she was pregnant with me. I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, they tell you to not just fully stop. So.
Yeah, no shit, right? But yeah, dude, so we're all out there huddling around fucking freezing to death. Like, and then the show is over. Ashley comes out. She's like, where the hell were you guys? Because Barry eventually got kicked out too. And like,
Meanwhile, you're outside with frostbite.
yeah, dude, we're like fucking. And she comes out and she was like, what happened? And we're like, we got kicked out. And she's like, you guys are idiots. Let's go. And I'm like, thank you. Let's fucking go. I'm
Right.
fucking freezing, dude. Like,
Meanwhile,
I'm out here.
meanwhile
in a
you're
fucking,
Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
yeah,
outside.
dude, I'm in like a fucking I'm in a polo shirt and jeans and like shitty Doc Martens. Like,
Oh fuck.
dude, I'm freezing. Like, just freezing. But now my kid's like getting it all into this shit too, and it's fucking rad as fuck.
That's the coolest shit though.
But like,
But at least you get to be like, you can like guide her and be
Yeah.
like, hey,
and like she doesn't have to
don't
hide
do
any of this.
This
and,
part
like,
of it. You know?
Yeah, so like I come home and like my mom's like, what the, like next morning is like, like what happened to you? And and I like trying to like tell her the truth because she knows,
Right.
you know, like at this point she's like kind of accepted the fact that like I'm a fuck up, and is like dealt with it. Like she knows everybody. Like everybody comes to the house to play D&D, and like
Fuck yeah.
we do stupid shit, and like
When you called me a nerd.
yep. Well, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. Yeah, but you're like a good nerd.
I'm all right.
You ain't a fucking Trekkie. And,
Ah!
but
Somebody just clean that floor.
or Magic. Oh, you do play Magic the Gathering.
I don't play
don't
Magic anymore, but I used to play all the
Okay,
time.
that's just
A
fucking
lot.
dumb too. Whatever, like what you like. I don't listen to me. I'm a fucking asshole. Like whatever.
Everyone's
you like.
got opinions.
If you like fucking playing Pokemon, play fucking Pokemon. Who gives
Pokemon's
a
the
shit?
shit.
Fucking,
Pokemon
but
is the
do
shit.
it with your chest 10 toes down.
Do with your chest 10 toes down.
Motherfuckers, damn! Don't hide that shit. Fly that shit. Anyways, but the kid.
Let your freak flag fly.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
Normally,
get
I
shit
can't
on
say
your
those
chest.
words
Who
at all,
cares, man?
so.
If you're into it, you're into it.
If
But
you
like,
wanna-
so now we're gonna segue back to talking about my kid after I say that stupid shit.
Right.
But again, though, like it's super cool because like like being a dad, like you see this shit start to happen, and like you're seeing the evolution of like things going on, and like the other day she said some shit to me, and like again, this kind of goes into like do what you want to do, fucking like be into what you're into. We're sitting there and we're talking, and like she waits till like I am dead ass tired and I am fucking done with the day, and then she wants to have like existential life crises. She's 14 years old. I got a teenage girl that I've
That's
got
the
full time.
prime time to talk about it.
Yeah,
is when
so
you're
like
completely done.
my maniac ass, like
Perfect.
the universe
Perfect.
was like,
Perfect.
here's a teenage girl that you're gonna like raise on your own. Like Godspeed, brother. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know,
May
but-
the odds be ever in your favor.
yeah, like fucking good luck. But
It's like Vulcan.
Live long and prosper.
fucking dumb. Fuck you, Spock. Punch you in your fucking head. But she
We got
You're just a shittier version of C-3PO.
yeah, fucking dickhead. But she's
Rest in
she's
peace,
like
Leonard
talking
Nimoy.
yeah, shit, no shit. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
She's talking to me, she's like her hair's grown out like now, and she's like she's a beautiful young lady, and she's like, Dad, I just really want to do something with my hair. And I'm like, all right, what do you want to do? Like, it's finally grown out, like after you chopped it off, and then you were like kind of bummed about that. like everybody who like chops their shit off and then they're
Yep.
like, oh fuck, this sucks.
Yep.
But like now it's like fucking long, and she's like super into it, and she's like learned how to take care of it, because I'm just like, yeah, dude, Old Spice for your fucking head, your face, your ass, and your nuts. Like
all of it.
like Dawn dish soap can clean ducks. It could clean me.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
So like but I'm blessed. Like I'm very blessed because I got a lot.
every video of a fucking oil spill that I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I'm very blessed because I got a lot of cool fucking women in my life that are like super down to like help me out. Like shout out to my friend Lauren, Auntie Lowe, who owns the flour mill. So if you fuck with flowers, get flowers from her. If you don't, fuck yourself. She like if I need anything, I'll text her and be like,
Yeah.
yo, dude, I don't know what to do, or like, can you help me with this? Or Bubs will hit her up like.
Well, that's cool that she feels like comfortable
Yeah,
enough to
like
message her
or like my
directly, too.
sisters, like but it's like she needed fucking bras and underwear, and like no fucking teenage girl wants to go with their fucking shithead dad who cannot behave in public.
The shithead dad.
Like, and I cannot.
Oh, and
fucking-
knowing you
Yeah,
walking
like,
into
I
a bra
cannot
and
fucking
panty store,
behave in
there is going to
public.
be endless jokes
I
being
am
made.
fucking dying right now. I'm fucking shirtless, and I'm like actually sweating more. Like I don't even know how that's possible.
This is the cycle.
All right, I had to break the wall on it.
Nah, I was gonna say, dude, we made so many shirtless jokes within like 5 minutes of coming back that
I
I was
know.
like, "There's no way I'm
Yeah.
not gonna fucking
Someone's not
lose
gonna
my
drop
shit."
it.
Yeah, like it's. Oh god, I gotta fucking unfuck this because I'm dying. It's because I got the urban turban, dude.
I was
and
gonna
it's
say,
like my
yeah,
fucking
The urban turban.
Yes.
just fucking
We're getting pretty close though, because this is gonna
Oh yeah, shit.
stuff's
yeah.
cutting down.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yep.
Well, then like I didn't want to get like all hard and fucking serious, but let's spend the last few minutes talking about some real shit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So
Like hot logs.
yeah, like hot
Hot
logs. Yeah, dude, turd jokes.
37. I'm still making turd and fart jokes.
So
If you're not, you're doing it wrong.
like,
Right.
because we've all been friends for fucking years.
Oh, yeah.
like years and years.
Couple 2 tree.
Like something that I've noticed, and like it's super sick because like our friend group, like even last night, like Luke and I had been texting for like an hour or whatever, and he like just mentioned like trying to stop by for a second. And I was like, dude, yeah, I'll put fucking pants on for you. like
That's how cool we are.
like
Pants
that's
got
like
put on.
that's like, but that's a thing, like if I'm willing to put pants on for you, like you're my boy. But like I've noticed more and more and more this like fucking weird like bullshitty culture of like everybody's expendable and like oh like it doesn't serve me anymore, so now you're fucking next. Like
Right.
obviously like people do shitty things and like and you got to cut them out, like fucking
Right,
whatever, but like I'm seeing more and more like, and this is specifically directed at men. Like we're not talking to our boys because we're not also being like open for our boys. Like people aren't checking in on people anymore.
Right.
Like I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but like I try to as much as I can, like even if it's like stupid shit. Like if I just send you something fucking stupid or I call you when I'm on the toilet, like
You've
Like
done
it-
both of those things. To me.
yeah, I've done both of those things to you. Like, but I
I
like I
think you
noticed.
FaceTimed me while you were taking a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like I notice but I notice like patterns in like people's shit they're posting, and I'm like, all right, they might be going through something right now, like
Or lack of posting.
or lack of posting. Like if you're not like doing whatever, and like I see that, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call you while I'm taking a shit. Like I'm gonna FaceTime you because like I know that like the second you figure out the fact that like I'm dropping one, like you're gonna be like, oh, this is great. Like, and it's just like that 2 seconds of joy, but like
Sometimes that's enough too.
it is.
Like, sometimes that moment is just like enough to be like, sweet. Like that person thought of me.
yeah,
Maybe I can think a little bit more about myself instead of like being down on myself.
Right.
But
Yeah.
this like
Actually, I just reached out to my guy today actually because I hadn't talked to him in a hot second, and he's going through some weird shit, and I actually just reached out to him today, and I noticed that I don't know if I'm just getting older or whatever it is, but I noticed I've been doing that a lot more than I've usually done it. But I don't know, looking out for each other is definitely something we got to do like more often for
yeah,
sure.
man. Like I like
Especially guys.
Like I've been clean and sober for 5 years, and like in these last like the last couple 2-3 years, like I have lost a lot of fucking friends that like I allowed life to get in the way of those relationships. And like obviously you can't beat yourself up because people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, but like maybe one phone call could have been like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, hey, maybe they want to like. If they're gonna OD, sometimes people are just gonna do what they're gonna do. But like maybe it wouldn't have been that night. Like,
Right.
and it's weird to me that like everybody posts this bullshit on fucking social media. They're like,
Right.
men's health, and we gotta check in on each other. But like where the fuck is that happening?
I feel like a lot of people are prone to posting about it to like spread awareness, but I feel like a lot of people who post about it don't know how to take the first step to actually enacting it. And I think it's just, I guess like my tip for those people who are like, they put out the awareness, but they don't know how to like practice what they're preaching. I think they mean well, but I think the first step is like, hey, yeah, like, okay, if this does mean something to you, if you're genuinely concerned about this type of thing, not just posting it to be like, I'm on board. The first step is just like, dude, I haven't talked to this cat in like a hot second. Fucking reach out, or you see somebody struggling, or like you said, like patterns like changing and stuff like that. Just toss them a message, and even if you're like, what's good. You know what I mean? Like just something, because maybe that message will actually mean something to that
Yeah,
person.
and like
Yeah, big time.
we're all fucking struggling. Like there's not,
Oh, absolutely.
you know, like
Nobody I know is fat paid, so
yeah.
Right, same.
I mean, like I'm
even
not
the-
living
even
in
the
a
ones that
fucking
are-
like none of us in this room are living in a fucking dumpster. Like I'm comfortable. I paid my
Yeah,
rent.
same.
I paid my rent early, and like and I'm not worried about shit right now.
Isn't that
which
weird?
is which is a weird fucking feeling for me because I've lived by the seat of my pants forever.
Fucking
I mean,
same.
but like I know like if something happened and I like hit up either one of you, I could be like, yo, like I can either pay my rent or I can buy groceries for my kid. Like I can get my kid something to eat tonight. Like you're not going to show up with McDonald's. You'll show up with fucking groceries.
Oh yeah.
And
Right,
like
right.
and I think that's where we're like starting to fall off on shit. And like oh, like I don't need to text my friends or talk to my friends every day and like I
Right.
could go forever without doing something and then we're still homies. Like if you don't like I get that like life happens, but like we're not taking care of each other the same way we were anymore.
Right.
And like obviously not like our friend group. Like our friend group is on
Super tight.
our shit. Like everybody is like, yo, what can I do? Like
Oh,
Right, yeah.
absolutely.
like what do you need me to do right this second? Like I'll jump the fuck out of bed and
and I'll run 3 miles.
and I'll run motherfucking 3 miles for you. Like I don't even have to run from the cops.
Full hog.
Full hogging. But like,
Cranking the hog all the way.
yeah, oh. Nah, dude, I'm not a fucking pervert. Not a public pervert.
Not a public
Not
person.
on
Public
purpose.
But like that's the thing, like that's kind of what I wanted to end on, and I wanted to get like be serious for a little bit. Is like, dudes, you gotta like check on your fucking people. Like we are fucking killing ourselves at a goddamn rapid fucking rate,
Oh, absolutely.
and like you get into a fight with your chick, and they like. And you feel like they're not talking to you, like you have to learn how to communicate. Sometimes, like, we just end up with bad partners, or we end up with partners that don't know how to communicate with each other. But, like, you got to talk to your boys. And, like, there is nothing weird about calling your homie and being like, yo, dude, can I show up? Like,
Yeah.
pull
No,
up.
no,
Hey,
not at all.
I need you to pull up real quick,
There's
dude.
nothing weird about
and then
that.
you fucking cry your fucking eyes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because like your life is going to shit, or you feel like your life is going to shit.
Yep.
But we also got to be honest with each other and like hold our friends accountable too. That's the other side of that. Is like
Oh,
your
yeah.
friends doing stupid fucking shit. You got to tell your friend, hey, what you did was fucking dumb,
Yep.
and like you need to correct this fucking action.
Yeah, nobody gets anywhere by being a yes man.
Yeah, like there's so much shit, like and specifically in like the fucking hardcore scene, like it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
like the I know I talk about meme culture and I make fun of it, but like when you're noticing like every single fucking lady you know, or like chick identifying, however you want to say it,
Yeah.
like are saying that like posting shit about like assault or like dudes not holding their homies accountable,
Oh yeah.
like. Yeah, like
It's exhausting. It's
It's-
fucking exhausting because then you sit there and you watch people that are like, oh, you know, this is bad, this is bad, this is wrong, gotta call these people out. But then in second it's somebody that they fucking know, they're like, no. And it's like, it's one thing to be skeptical and it's another thing to just completely disavow somebody's
I will
like
fucking-
everything shit, you know?
Like I will burn every fucking bridge around me
Yeah.
if a fucking woman tells me something happened. And I will fuck or like
yeah.
I take that shit fucking serious. I've like cuz I am expecting my daughter's friends, like her little we call them the grease balls. They're really nice kids. They're super nice kids.
It's a term of endearment.
Yeah, these kids are super nice kids, but like I'm expecting like you know her to be treated with a certain respect. And
You
like,
want her to grow up in a generation
yeah, but this
that
shit isn't
men are able to call other men on their shit instead of protecting them.
yeah, and like brushing shit under the fucking
Yeah.
rug.
We shouldn't live in a society that's a cult following. We should live in a society that like strengthens and holds each other accountable and
So
looks
yeah,
for
you
justice.
you have the hard conversations with your friends, but like
Yep.
you got to be able to like have those hard conversations, but have the soft conversations too. And I think that's like
Agreed.
where we're starting to fall off in this whole expendable friend bullshit. Like,
Right.
like you're either a friend or you're not.
Yeah.
And like my friends I know are my friends. I don't ever have to question like my relationship with you. I don't question my relationship with you. Like like Trace, Jordan, any of the guys, like
Oh yeah.
any of our friends in our like group, it's everybody knows like at the drop of a hat, like
Yep.
whatever, you know,
Oh,
and,
there
like
so many times like somebody's like, dude, it's bad. I'm like, come over, dude. Like,
But that's
I don't
like-
even care if I'm
Right.
dead asleep.
like
come
last
over.
night, like we weren't even talking about anything like super heavy. It was
No,
just
not
like
at all.
a
No.
casual conversation about just like life and like growing up and whatever else. But you like mentioned coming over, and like in my head, I went, well, if this motherfucker needs to say something, like I better put some fucking pants on. Like,
I mean, okay. What? Either way.
I mean,
well,
at least
you know, but,
boxer
like-
shorts.
Right.
like yo, I'll like come over. Like, there's
Yeah.
0 questions asked. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll stay up. Like,
Yep.
I'd much rather like go to work dog ass tired and lose the sleep than
lose a friend.
Like,
Done
than-
something like that. You're like, damn, wish I could have done something.
Like then instead of going to your motherfucking funeral.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm sick of looking at my friends' kids, you know, that are sitting there looking at a casket wondering why
Right.
their fucking dad won't get up or like why their mom won't get up.
Right.
Like this shit is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And like even for the ladies, like I know some chicks that have shit friends too. Like
Oh yeah.
we got to start taking care of each other more again.
Well,
like,
that's saying I would rather have you cry on my shoulder than lift your casket.
yeah,
You know, that's
like,
just how that goes. Like,
Mm.
I know I think that we've been incredibly blessed to have the friend group that we do that understands that.
and like long-standing friend group too. And
It's
like
hard
yeah.
to meet. It's so many times when I meet I don't really meet a lot of new people. I mean, besides like a casual 2-second conversation, but
right.
like everybody I know that's like I'm like cool with.
Yeah.
It's like 20 years plus. Like everybody.
Yeah.
And like so many people are like, really? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like it's just it's
Just
just how it
we-
is.
we've-
You know,
like some people, you know,
always-
move away, grow apart, all that kind of shit, and like
Like,
I
you
don't know,
move,
like
like-
even you know, even the times that we're like we moved out of state, and I don't know, we're all just moved right back, you know, and like fucking there was years and years that went by that I didn't hang out with Luke at all, like we didn't even talk, but all of a sudden ran into each other at GameStop, and it was like no time had left at all.
No, but the point about it is though, is like during any of that time, if you would have just
Yeah.
out of the blue, been
Yeah, in
like,
the snap of a finger.
dude, I need you to come over, like some
Yeah.
shit, I'd be like, all right, dude, I'm coming.
Yo,
I'm
come
there.
pick me the fuck up, dude. I'm
Right.
at this gas station.
Yeah.
I'm 2 fucking states away.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten in 3 fucking days, and I
100%.
don't know how I'm gonna get home.
I'd be there. Yeah,
And, like,
100%.
Operation My Boy Jess.
and then we're calling
in point,
other
yes.
example.
and we're calling the other guys, and we're like, "Yo, let's go get this fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Like, and then we're dogging you the whole way home because you did something fucking
Well,
stupid.
that's like when Luke and Trent picked up Jess in Florida. Like I actually
Yeah.
talked to him about that a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "That was the craziest shit ever, dude." And he's like, "They just showed up in my house. They're like, let's go." And they're
yeah,
like,
we
he was
drove
like, all right,
26 hours. Like
26
Yeah,
hours.
but
day.
like that's the shit you remember forever. And
Yeah.
then like
Yeah.
you know in your heart, like when you are in it the worst, all you like, and you know like I got people I can fucking count on, because there's so many guys that say like I don't feel like I have people I can count on, and I feel bad for anybody that feels like that. Like it could be any reason why that is, but like fuck that shit. Like there's like I don't ever want any of my friends to question,
Yeah.
even for a half a second, like my willingness to drop what the fuck I'm doing. And like, yo, I'll be there. Like fuck
Yeah.
it. Like whatever. Like now if you're doing fucking something stupid and like you're not able to pay your rent and you're not able to feed your kid, and it's because of something you're doing that's fucking stupid
Mhm.
and you're fucking up, I'm going to make sure your kid's fed. I'm going to do whatever I can to help you. But we're going to correct that. We're going to correct that.
Yeah,
Same way
right.
friends of mine have
you
been
don't,
like,
you
yo,
don't do
dude,
that
you're
same shit again.
yeah, you're fucking your life up. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit, dude. Like, sort your fucking life out.
right,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not mourning the piece of shit I was anymore. I'm
Mhm.
looking to tomorrow, and I'm trying to make sure that, like, I can be in a place where, like, if my friends do need groceries, I can run it, you know?
right.
And, like, that's
Oh,
all it is
absolutely.
to me is, like, the fucking community aspect of it. Because we all, like, we
Oh, yeah.
lived in the fucking crack house, like, living in
Mhm.
punk houses. You know, like,
Yeah,
and
dude.
silly shit, and, like, being friends for, like, since we were kids.
In asterisks, not actually a crack house.
No, yeah. That's just what we called it, dude. But, okay, so...
to be fair, we found a lot of fucking needles.
yeah, dude.
There was.
Yeah, there was so much fucking shit
Could have
in
been
that house.
insulin, but
It was
Not that many.
insolent. Yo,
and definitely found
So-
Bunsen burners and propane tanks. In the,
so
in
the
the-
last thing I'll say about the fucking crack house, and
a lot of bomb ass shows got played there though.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I fucking
Thieves from Chicago came up for that.
off screen. I'll we'll talk about a situation where I put someone on their fucking ass.
Or when Chris did.
Or when Chris did. Dude, or that time in Green Bay, dude, when I dusted that motherfucker. I jumped over those people and I dusted that dude and his head hit the floor before his fucking body did.
Yep.
That fucking dude sucked.
We could do like a whole Dan Kerner part 2.
Yeah.
Oh my
Which we might even break this up into 2 segments because this one for a while.
Yeah, we might have to. Or,
Yeah.
or
Dan Kerner part 1.
I didn't
Dan
even
Kerner
drop.
part 2.
I
This-
literally
This one's going to die very momentarily.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
All right.
so we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Wrap it up,
Wrap it up.
I even told Luke. I texted Luke. And I was like, I will not drink any fucking caffeine before I come
Did
because I'm a
you?
certified
That's
fucking yapper, dude.
Yep.
Especially with the fucking homies, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Absolutely.
just like, I'll keep going.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
we could jaw it up a little.
Adolescents, fucking kids of the black hole.
Yeah.
All right, think about that fucking song. We're gonna listen to it when we're done with this.
Okay.
And now change up some of the lyrics to fucking me and Straight Edge because we were all fucking edge living in that house.
Yep.
And now call it Kids of the Crack House. I've been on the boys about
I
this
think we need to do it.
literally from day one.
I'll guest in that one.
Like, yeah, like
I'll guess
it's
to
got to
that one.
happen.
We have
And I
to.
don't even like. I fucking hate cover bands except for Me First and the Gimme Gimmes.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's a whole different.
they're
thing. But like,
they're a whole different story.
yeah, that's got to happen, man.
Fuck yeah, it does. I'm
Anyways,
down. But
I gotta piss like a fucking racehorse.
I was gonna say,
dude.
got to
We're gonna
Race
cut
like
it.
a piss
We're
horse?
at,
Race like a piss
we're
horse?
at 2 hours, and we're
2,
at
right?
5% battery, so
Okay.
this
we
is
are
gonna be it.
out.
Thank you guys so
Yes,
much. This will probably be a twofer,
Super twofer.
super twofer Tuesday, and it is Tuesday.
I'll wear
Appreciate
the
you
same
guys.
dirty ass shirt.
Tuesday, ain't
Appreciate
it?
Dan for coming, giving us some of his time, share some life shit, just have real talks, man.
Just
And
saying
thank
the dumbest
you,
shit.
Thank you to Liquid Death, by
Thank
the
you.
way.
Thank
all,
you.
all over again.
Yeah, fuck it. They're not even a real sponsor, but fuck it. You better fucking sponsor this shit.
Handsome Devil,
We
Liquid
try.
Death.
Send that message to that same person and say, hey.
I don't know if that's a thing anymore. We'll talk about that. Don't
okay.
even get me
Hell
started
yeah.
because there's like so much more involved in like.
We could go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Our memory card's going to be full, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for sitting
Later.
around again.
Thank you, guys.